All right, everybody, welcome to MBL Jive. We are back. We had this MBL podcast 12, 15 years ago, starting in Ali's living room. We want to welcome back our panel. We have Ali, Asif, and Irfan. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we should show the old podcast setup and the new podcast setup, right?
Yep. We got couches.
Yeah, the first one was in your guys' living room, remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we did one in my apartment.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the Jordan shoe
With the
coasters.
Jordan
Oh, yes, that's
Yes.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, let's bring those bad
Was
boys
that the
back.
same season or the next season?
It was the same season, I
Same
think.
season,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And I think I don't know if you guys remember the opening for the original one. It was going through the ASC parking lot really fast. And it ends with Amar Ashraf zoomed in, right? I'm going to use that same opening for this one. So, I mean, obviously, if you're seeing this right now, the opening's already happened. So, shout out Amar Ashraf, one of our, former MBL commissioners.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably the greatest
GOAT.
commissioner
The GOAT.
to be part of MBL.
Absolutely.
Bah.
All right. So we have. So in today's episode, we're actually going to go through a preseason ranking. We're about to tip off the 2025 MBL season. We got 4 divisions. We have 3 of the 4 divisions represented here. Actually, Irfan, are you playing D1?
Not this year.
Not this year. Okay,
Yeah,
so
just D2 this year.
Irfan, former D1 player, so just playing D2 this year. So,
Yes.
but I went through and looked at the D1 teams, and we ranked them as well as the best we could, right? And the thing is, we've all played in MBL for a long time, so we know a lot of the
Most of the
players.
guys,
So, so I mean, we'll do our best. And again, we don't know all the teams. I'm going to say this right now. I think there's a few teams that we don't know.
New teams, new players.
And we're not going to really rank them. They're going to be on the bottom, but prove us wrong. And very well a team that was like ranked, unranked, or bottom ranked, they could easily be the best team just
We
because
don't
there's
know.
teams that we don't know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, each division, we don't know these players.
So jumping in, we're going to start with D1. And again, since we don't know too many teams in D1, we did the best we could. So we're going to kind of, go by it pretty quick. So I'll just start us off in going through the D1 rankings. There's 8 teams in D1.
Okay.
Number 8 is Tribe.
Okay.
And basically...
Oh, man. Giving him no love, huh?
Yes.
No,
That's
and
my
no,
boy.
well, let me tell you why. Let me tell
Is
you
that
why.
Froz's team?
That's
Faraz's
Faraz's team.
That's Faraz's. Faraz is not playing
Okay.
in it, but that's his empire.
It only
right?
shows
That's-
one person on the roster.
Exactly. No, exactly.
Jasmine.
No. Yes.
That's
Okay,
the guy we
Cameron.
played. Is that the guy we play pickup with?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got a heavy workload, huh?
Yeah. He's solid, but that's one of the reasons why he's ranked 8. He's the only person
He's
on the
the only
roster.
person.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Very interesting.
So,
he's got one
I
against
guess the
5.
Tribe guys are going to have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, no. Again, there's one man on the roster, so that's all we had to base it on.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
hey,
Makes
Tamer,
sense.
you're a great player, but I don't think you could do it alone, right? Moving on, number 7 is team. I believe it's Islam, but they have
Islam?
Islam. Is it Islam?
Yeah.
Islam. The main 2 players that I recognized were Haroon Kaliki and Sabil Khan.
I
And
don't know either.
Sabil
Man.
Khan was the new Flash. In
Sabil
MBL.
Khan, yeah, he has the nickname Flash in his jersey.
That's the new
I saw
Flash.
him last
Oh,
season. I was
man.
like,
So the thing is, I saw him play last season, and he's had a lot of highlights. He had some game winners,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Nice.
So he's a solid player,
Yeah.
but he's a young kid,
he's a
right?
young kid.
Yeah.
A little undersized. So but
He's very
but
quick.
He
Quick-
makes up for it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got athleticism.
Good
absolutely,
point guard.
absolutely.
He's
So not taking anything away from him.
But the guy that you guys need to worry about, Samaj Morrison. Baller.
He was on
Yeah?
Bubbles last
He
season.
played on Bubbles last season. We
Yeah.
played him first game. 5'10", 5'11", yams.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
2-hand jams, the worst
Really?
dunk. It's
Interesting.
our height. And we saw him
What's his
playing
name?
Samaj.
Samaj
Okay.
Morrison. He's good.
Okay,
Really good.
okay.
He's
He's on
he's
Ice
probably
Slam?
the best player on this squad.
He's on
right
Ice
now.
Really?
Slam.
On Ice
Yeah.
Slam?
So I'm not
Islam.
I'm not familiar with
Yeah.
them. So I mean, Irfan, do you think because of his inclusion, they should be ranked a little bit higher? What do you think?
I would think so. I haven't really looked into like all the other
So,
rosters, but just
one
by
thing-
looking at this roster,
Yeah.
these 5 players,
Yeah.
I mean, I think they will hang, but
Yeah.
not a team to be worried about.
Okay.
They
Okay.
don't have size.
Because they don't have size, right?
So, and
I'm not
again, D1, I mean, D1 and
size.
D2 is very similar in terms of skill,
I feel like
but the size is the
size.
big
the
thing.
size is the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
Biggest
I feel like
thing.
in D1 and D4, you have a lot of size.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The D2 's down
Ali
to
keep plugging D4 right there.
Of course.
Ali Q's
Save
the
that for
poster
later.
child of the D4, who just recently got into a franchise.
I
But
just signed up today.
We'll
Save
get
the
into
breaking
that.
news.
We'll get into that a little bit.
I signed for the vet minimum.
Oh man. But yeah, what's it called?
Samaj is a baller. Haroon is a shooter. Not really a big.
Let's go to who you got next. You got
So
Fly
next,
Ballers
next we have Fly Ballers at number 6. They have AK Ahmad
Wait, which
Khalaf.
AK? Okay, my time.
The-
The,
the re-
OG AK.
the real
The
AK.
original,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the one
yeah.
and only.
The real AK.
okay.
AK.
But I think we're all a bunch of OGs here, so I think we're all with the.
That's why we know AK is like every
Yeah.
club.
Yes, so we're with the. But Ali, I mean, again, there's not. If you guys have the roster pulled up,
they
there's
only
not
have
too
5
many
people on the
people
roster.
listed.
They got the Abu Bakr brothers, Yusuf and Mo.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man, oh,
so
man.
And you ranked them
no. So
I
after,
think Islam is better than this
Yeah,
team I
yeah.
see on the roster.
100%.
So no, exactly. I think after because again, like I said, I wasn't
get
familiar with the
updated, yeah.
other thing. I would probably move Islam up to 6,
Yeah.
and move Fly Ballers down to 7.
Yeah.
So
7 or
alive. What I-
7 or 8.
well,
Yeah.
again, try is just Tamer. We don't know
I think
much else.
Tamer will
Timer
lose to
alone
these 5.
is better. Okay, so
Then you got
Abdul
Clutch.
Hamid is solid.
He's solid.
But
Solid good.
he's coming off injury.
He's coming off an
Oh.
injury.
Yeah, he
Right,
used to
so-
ball with us too. Remember?
I'm pretty
With
sure
the
they have
Austin
other
movement.
guys on the roster as far as I know, but they just haven't been updated.
Yeah.
Because I know Sushi, like
A lot of the rosters are not updated. There's
Yeah.
been a lot of
yeah.
changes.
Sushi definitely comes up with like
he
surprise
comes with
picks.
very
like,
good.
Yeah.
He'll
players.
find someone that
He probably could get Justin Johnson pay for his registration fees. Or
all right, so moving on, coming in at number 5, we have Clutch. That's a Yasser Yusuf led team.
Okay, with his brother or no?
I didn't see his
No.
brother on the
See,
roster.
just Yasser.
no.
Who else is on that roster? Can you
They
guys name it
got
up?
Craig
Jordan
Boozer?
Stokes, really
Greg
good
Boozer
player.
played last season too, right?
Craig played last season.
he originally
Ali
came from-
Anker,
oh, yeah,
Yasser
he's
Yusuf,
solid.
Yusuf Drake, Chandler Sanders.
By the way, if you got any kids, I
Where's-
think the Yusuf brothers are doing a camp at OCS
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Orange Crescent School, so sign them up.
Yeah,
Where-
I
Yusuf
seen him
Yusuf
post-
Basketball Academy, I
Yeah,
believe,
seen
right?
it. I seen it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, very solid team.
They have a solid team, but again,
There's a new guy, Anthony Shalahorn. I'm not sure who that is.
yeah. So I mean, that's why I kind of had him over the other teams, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Jordan
Um,
Stokes, 6'5".
Jordan
Player,
Stokes, yeah.
player to watch.
yeah.
Interesting, okay.
Chandler is aggressive.
So keeping it moving, number 4, we have
Doba Sports.
legacy franchise
Ooh.
Doba Sports, led by
Omar.
the Van Wyck brothers. Van Wicks are always
Wait, not
been,
led by Omar?
Omar.
Omar, the
Al-Madini?
GM.
well, I mean, from the GM standpoint,
Yeah.
but on the court,
Yeah, the Van Wyck brothers can go. I mean, Mike
oh.
Van Wyck just won in D4.
100%. I mean, so-
Actually, no, they lost in D4.
no,
Wait, they won.
They won.
They won.
Yeah, they won.
They won D4.
They came back and won. That was a crazy game 3, by the way.
Yeah, they won D4. And so, oh yeah, that was a really good game.
Wow,
Yeah.
so Van Wicks are reunited then.
Van Wicks are reunited.
Reunited.
Wow.
And
That's
so
cool.
yeah, so I mean they're always in a good tandem. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
not counting
With
them
Dino
out.
Pepic.
And with Dino,
A good mix of
Is that
older
Zico's brother?
and young blood too.
Zico's brother, yeah.
Okay.
And Dino's been playing really solid too. So he's let's see how they could do it.
He's a great 3-point shooter.
Moving on, number 3, we have One Uma led by Zico's
Zico's
team, and
squad.
Zico always puts together a squad,
Yeah.
right? So they have good size.
Especially this season, I think he has a target in his back.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I think he has a target in his back. I'm not saying anything.
yeah, oh, got it.
Let's see
They're
who,
trying
let's
to
see
go
whose
back to
team does
Dallas.
better.
Oh, they got Bruce.
Let's see who team
Oh,
does
yeah, they
better,
got
his or
Ashraf,
Sushi's.
I know he wants to
Dubhas.
go back to Dallas, so
And Zico loves MBL, so he's going to
Yeah.
put together a solid
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
And on
He
top of
always
that,
comes.
he has his other league OCBL to pick and choose different
Oh, yeah.
players from.
Yeah.
Right?
That's his little
The,
pool.
the farm system.
It's a
His
farm
farm
system.
system.
There he goes. Shout out Zico. We wanted to get Zico on the podcast to represent D1, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it
Oh,
today.
man.
But as we do more MBL Jives, we're definitely gonna have Zico come out. Zico loves MBL, so
Yeah.
he loves talking about it. So we're looking forward to having Zico come back on
Yeah.
the podcast with our
Yeah.
new setup and
NBL
everything.
was definitely different when he was gone for the few seasons.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Zico makes
So-
MBL. Zico
Definitely.
definitely is focused on the fun aspect,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's what we
Yeah.
all love, right?
Yeah,
Making
for
it as
sure.
fun as
shout out
possible.
Zico, appreciate it.
So next up, we have number 2 is Isan. I mean, that
Isan,
is
yeah.
It's on.
Sabri, I don't know.
it's Sabri, led by Sabri. He's a
Okay.
really solid guard.
Yeah.
But there's a few other people on that roster.
Abdul Yusuf.
Abdul Yusuf.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But they
Yusuf
have. But
brother.
who's their big man? They had Nader.
Yusuf Toki.
They have Nader as
And
well.
Omar Zegar. No, not Omar.
Omar
Nader's not on the
Zegar.
squad. I don't see him on the squad.
Oh,
Now
okay.
the Nuru?
No,
no.
Another?
they have another. There's another Nader.
Is it Nader?
Yeah.
Is it Nader?
I don't see
Okay,
him.
maybe I'm mistaken. That he could be
No.
unrecognized.
Who's
But
his number 1 team you got?
so number one is recognize. They have an all-star squad. Kristen Clark is one of their top players. He leads OCBL as well.
Okay.
But if you look at their team and roster, look at the size.
Nader, that's who.
Nader's on that team. But look at
That's
this.
the team we beat in semifinals.
Look at this. Shout out.
Posted.
Oh wow.
So what happened with your D1 squad,
They
Irfan?
just the players, they're coming out from LA.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's kind
Before I
of getting
drive.
ready to, especially most of them had kids this year.
Oh,
year.
got it.
So like, it would be very hard for them to make it.
Got it. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
But that's our
back,
D1
back.
preseason ranking. Again, this is based on just rosters. We don't know too many of the squads. We did our best guess. So if anything, it's give motivation to the bottom teams to prove us wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Sushi.
All
Calling
right.
you out.
I think Sushi's cooking something up.
Yeah.
All right.
He didn't want to
wait to see.
He didn't want to show out his roster.
There's a night. Yeah.
100%.
Ooh, is Sushi's roster
He's
the
Abu Bakr.
There's only the 5 players.
the
on
5
team.
players?
Yeah,
Okay, I know.
he's-
Well,
He's hiding his players.
the question is, what is Tribe cooking up with the?
Tribe is cooking up
They said, let's just
something.
register and let's keep our
Yeah.
roster hidden like
Yeah.
that. That's crazy. All right, let's keep it moving. Next up, we are going to go to D3.
D3.
Right.
Okay.
We're gonna go
Shoot.
D3, then D4, and we're gonna save D2 for last. Shout out D2, which is highly anticipated because I know there's 16 teams
Yeah.
in D2, and a lot of hype coming into the season.
Yeah.
A lot of movement, a lot of players.
A lot of players add and drop.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting things happen there. So let's go to D3. I'm gonna start us off. We have Goon Squad. The thing is, so I'm gonna say this right now. Teams 12 through 16, not familiar with them. I don't know all the players, and typically, I know a good amount of players were doing the power rankings on the Fresh Jive podcast. I didn't recognize a lot of the names on here, so any of these 12 to 16 teams could easily be the best team in here, number one by the end of the season. We'll see. So I'm just gonna kind of fly through it. We got Goon Squad.
Led by Asim Akhtar, by the way.
Awesome.
Do you know anybody on the
I
roster?
know Asim Akhtar, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Self-proclaimed best big man of D3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Got it.
self-proclaimed. Let me have that.
oh,
Okay.
got it. So
Yeah.
he's on Goon Squad.
Goon Squad.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't Mohammed Khalaf. He's solid.
Okay.
Okay, I know you're talking
A lot of
about.
former car tracker guys.
Yeah.
Shout out car trackers.
Who else do they have?
I don't know anyone else. John Wahab. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Okay. So it sounds like yeah. Wait. So how would you describe Asif Akhtar's game?
He's a solid big for D3.
Yeah. What's his
he's-
closest NBA equivalent?
That's tough.
Man.
Brian
Yeah.
Cook.
Brian Cook.
Brian Cook.
Can he shoot three sometimes once in a
Yeah,
while?
here and there.
Okay.
He tries to add
that's
the
a
3-point
great
game.
Hey, how about Brian Cook,
Yeah,
man?
that's a
All of a
great
sudden,
one.
thought he was a
Yeah.
three-point shooter, and he was making.
He was solid.
He became one,
Yeah.
but but he built kind of a role for himself on the Lakers in that
Yeah.
regard. He was the first stretch forward big man.
Really
He
was.
possibly-
Robert Horry. That
Robert
was
Horry.
original.
100%.
No disrespect
What's
to
his
him.
team you got number 15? I don't know Hibbo was playing.
Number 15 is Haiba.
Haiba.
Name some names off the roster. See if you guys
Let's see
recognize
what
that.
we got here.
We got our research department and Irfan and Asif over here.
Nobody.
Don't know anyone.
No.
Nobody, right?
Nope.
Okay, so moving on. 14, Cream City.
Interesting, man.
Cream
Um,
City.
Anybody on there
Let's
that you
see
could
what we got
recognize?
here. Cream City. We got the roster.
I remember that year I played with Imran Wagley, Cream.
Nobody.
Is that
There was the infamous brawl.
Oh.
Wait, is
shout
it,
out Waggle?
Can you remind us who was involved in that
I
brawl?
think it was Mr. Money May over here.
Oh baby,
Oh, man.
it was
Wagley.
Money May versus Wiggle Waggle.
who's Muhammad?
It was the
Muhammad
NBL brawl
Mullah.
heard around the world.
Yeah, around the
Man,
world.
it was
Remember,
okay. Let me
the whole
address-
court was filled up with people holding
Oh,
people
yeah.
back.
Let
It
me
was-
let me address that right now.
Thank God nothing happened.
It was a
Yeah.
whole lot of nothing.
Nothing.
Though.
Thank God.
Nothing.
A
Thank
whole
God.
lot of nothing.
Yes.
And what's it called? I was walking away. Me and Ahmad were leaving the court, and Mr. Imran Waggle had a few comments for me from the other side, and he said, "Oh, say it to my face."
Ooh.
Oh,
And
Okay.
because I was basically playing with the broken ankle, on the court, and he was just fouling me unnecessarily, and we were down by 20 points.
Is this when Asif Akil undercut you and messed up your ankle?
No, that was a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Shout
was
out to Beef.
Shout out Beef. And then so he said, "Say it to my face," and I was like, "Hey, I have no problem saying it to your face. I'll say it to you right now." So I said, "Sure." I stopped where I was going and walked back towards him because he wanted me to tell him to say it to his face. And it was never like I was coming back to fight him or anything like that. But everybody just interpreted it as like, "Oh, what's going to happen?" And then people came running. All the people running in made it
They made it worse.
They made it worse,
Yeah,
100%. Because if anything, it was going to be me going to have a conversation with them. We're all adults, right? Yeah. I was going to go and have a conversation and tell them what I was upset about, And that's all it really needed to be. And then everybody else just made it so much worse.
Hey, Muhammad Mullah.
He's a former teammate of mine.
Former teammate of
yeah,
Bucket
and he's
Cartel.
solid
Bucket Cartel,
for Cream City.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the people I don't know.
Okay.
But Muhammad Mullah is solid, hustle player.
Okay.
Great IQ. But other than
Nice.
that, I don't know the rest of the team.
Next, we have number 13, Dunya Elite. Any
Dunya
names on
Elite.
any names on that roster that ring a bell?
Let's
Let's
see.
see.
Because I didn't recognize any names. So
Ahmed Khawaja, he sounds familiar. I don't know who he is though.
okay.
A lot of new teams, huh?
Yeah, a few new teams.
Salman Ansari.
Moving on, number 12, we have AC 99.
AC 99.
Ahmed Chawla 99.
Ahmed Chala.
99. Okay.
Shamir Shayan Khan. No, I don't know.
No,
None
right.
of them.
So now we're moving into number 11. We have
Okay.
the Caregivers.
Ramzi Tawfiq.
Ramzi Tawfiq. He was up and coming young player on the roster. I forget what team he was on last year, but his nickname was the Hawk, and he was a solid player. And I think he was a big name free agent. I wanted to see a bigger role. That's the only name I really recognize. He's a young player, that's why he's coming in at number 11 spot.
Oh, he played on Heat Check.
So next up, number 10, we have the Fakers, which is an Azim Lakhani led team with Waqas. We know what we're gonna
Weren't
get.
you supposed to be on that team?
I tried to be on that team. It was a package deal, but myself and Imran Maki, because we didn't know if we were coming back as our team or not. So we were kind of shopping us around as a package deal. And I presented the offer to Azim's team, the Lakhani ownership group, and we were denied, actually.
You
Oh,
think
wow.
they made the same mistake what main event did last season?
I don't know if we reached that level, because main event, I'm sorry, I still got a target on them. But no, the thing is, I did come at them with a lot of demands. I pretty much had to ask them to get rid of half their roster. I said,
Steve Lakhani was one
Sounds
of them.
sounds like Mahroze.
Hey, you want me to play? I need you out.
I want full ownership of the team.
So there was a few demands listed, so it's reasonable why they denied the request. So that's why they're not the main event status, But what do you guys think? Again, they're the second to last team of a ranked team of known players. So.
Very bold, I think.
Yeah,
Very bold.
so-
I think there might be some teams that we don't know.
Yeah.
Might be
Could
better.
be better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
than
possibly.
this team. Right.
Going back to that team, they've been consistently ranked the lowest
Yeah.
in the history.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
I'm not
Actually, at least they're consistent.
Real quick, shout out.
We
Joining
need
the
a camera to just pan in on it.
joining the panel, we now have Ahmad Doggy Dog in here off camera. He's the Jamie of the podcast.
Who's their best player? Zishan?
Sahil.
Oh, Sahil's the best
Zishan, easy.
No, Zishan.
I think
yeah.
Zishan's probably the
Zishan's
best.
probably the leader of that
Saad
team.
is good.
Okay, no.
Saad played very
they got
well
Saad.
last week.
Yeah.
Saad is getting big. Saad got a lot better.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, they lost their best player from last season.
Who?
No, their point guard. They had a point guard. The Octagon, Octavius something.
Okay.
Right? His nickname was the Octagon.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the short guy.
The short guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
He was their best player.
He did everything for them.
Yeah, I remember us close.
and they lost him.
Is he the guy that comes on Tuesdays?
No.
He doesn't come.
No. Every time we make a shot, he'll look at the other team bench.
Yeah.
Really?
So
I want to ask something about Waqas. So there was one season I played D3 with him, and we had a bet that whoever has the most 3-pointers and 3-point percentage.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So we basically
Who won that
the
bet?
loser pays for dinner for the whole team,
Uh-huh.
and obviously mainly for the winner.
Yeah.
And obviously I won the bet.
Okay.
I blew him out the water by like 30, 43.
Did he ever pay up that bet?
No, he didn't.
Ooh, Waqas.
Yeah.
What's
bro.
that about?
They played with us a couple seasons too.
Yeah.
But they also lost Obeid Lakhani.
He's on the roster.
Oh.
Is he?
Nope.
No, he's not on the roster.
Bollywood is
Oh,
off the
man.
roster.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's on
man. Oh,
Bollywood
man.
off the roster.
All right. So moving on, we have next is Halal Stars. One name that was recognized was Gulshani. So I'm assuming it's the same team that they had last year.
Okay.
They were a decent team. They were middle of the pack. They won some games that they were surprised. So I have them in the middle of the pack.
So 2 other names: Samir Khan,
That's
who's
Sabil Khan's brother.
that's
I think.
Sabil's brother.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's his older brother.
Yeah.
Solid player, good shooter. And then Sami Osman, he played D2, and he played D3 with the Avengers.
Okay.
Sabil's team.
Okay.
So he's a solid
So
player.
it sounds like they have a
Good
solid
IQ
squad.
player. He's strong.
After hearing that, I probably would rank
The
them
tall
higher
guy?
than
Yeah.
main event
That little
2.0.
tall guy with that little slick back hair.
I'm not sure. No. I think
Okay,
he has like
yeah.
a buzz cut, but
Okay, so moving on, number 8, and this might be a controversial rank. Might be a little bit higher than anticipated, but we have main event 2.0 in the number 8 spot
That's a high.
out of 16. And again, there's 5 teams that are unknown, so we don't know the roster there.
Don't.
No,
Yeah.
but let me tell you, main event, they've kind of upgraded a little bit, right? They added Arsalan. They lost Ahmad Doggy Dog, one of our
Yes,
panel
they lost
members, who
Ahmad,
I've been
of course.
advocating for him to
Yeah.
jump on a roster again.
might be a spot. Breaking news: one of their players, David Alvarez, apparently.
So
is out with an
okay,
injury.
so let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's one of the things why I had them ranked higher, right? David Alvarez
David's
was
a baller. He
yeah,
came in
so
last.
David was their
Dude,
point
he's a
guard who
baller.
played like I think maybe 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
And he they were saying, oh man, if we had him all season,
Yeah.
Who was the main
Yeah.
event guy that converted recently? Didn't they have a player that converted to Islam?
Hamza Ashraf?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
They had a guy that converted
Yeah.
2
2 seasons ago.
So
Yes,
he
yes.
was brought to MBL. I think he really liked the brotherhood.
Yeah.
And we
nice.
randomly saw
Yeah.
him at Yorba Linda Masjid,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
just sitting in
Yeah,
for the
so I seen my
Jummah.
Yabal in the
And then
middle.
at during Ramadan, he was
Yes,
sitting
yes.
in also.
he,
So
was, he was fasting.
yeah, it was good to see him there.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
this team is really good
Okay,
the way
so-
it's made this season.
Yeah, but so the thing is that breaking news, David.
David Alvarez, yes.
He saw that, and now they were saying, oh, he signed for the whole year. And on top of that, Arslan, it was a big pickup.
Arslan is a
Yeah.
pickup.
They took him from Sand and just, I think,
Mahmoud Bagia is back.
Yeah.
after
Last
his
season
injury.
he was out with a foot injury.
who was?
Mahmoud,
Mahmoud,
okay.
he's
yeah.
their tall guy.
Oh, yeah, Mahmoud, their
He had
brother.
player of the
the
week.
brother-in-law?
Yeah, the brother-in-law.
Yeah, yeah.
He had
He's
player of the
tall.
week. He had like a 2020 game.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
he's
Solid
got-
rebounder.
Yeah, he's got
Solid.
good size on him.
And
So that's why
young guy, Hester.
let me tell you, on paper, main event looks good.
Main event looks
It
good.
looks good.
It
And
looks
Amar,
good. It
player
looks
to
good.
watch.
Amar, obviously.
Amar-
Should have a breakout
Tareen.
season.
Oh, and let me
Yeah.
tell you,
Amar Tareen.
let me know on
I mean, they
real
got a
talk.
Mahroze too.
Amar Tareen, winner of was he most improved? I believe he was winner of last year's most
Was
improved
that
player.
Supreme
Was it
Beef Jerky?
MBL?
Most
Is
Yeah.
that unofficial?
The official
The
First Try
official.
Podcast
Okay,
awards.
okay.
But he won most
Well-
improved.
well-deserved,
So
yes.
Amar Tareen's been playing great.
They picked
Ar-
up Omer Sharif.
And let me tell you,
Umair Sharif from
Halakha.
Halakha.
Halakha? Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
so let me tell you.
The hustle player?
Also, let's give some love to Hamza Ashraf.
Hamza Ashraf.
Yeah.
Hamza
Honestly,
is
one of the
shooting.
best shooters.
Best.
Hamza's shooting
When
the
he's
ball.
on, he's on.
Yeah,
And he's
Hamza's
like-
shooting the ball so nice. The heartthrob, shout out.
Yeah. He'll hit you with this
Irfan,
low. Go ahead.
All they need to do is set up some plays for Hamza to just stay open.
Elevator
And
screen.
That's it.
Well,
He will knock down his shots, but he just got to
Hey.
move, go back on
I
defense.
played with Hamza one season.
That's just
So I played with Wakas, Hamza, Umair, a couple of these guys.
Yeah.
In D3 that COVID season.
Yep.
Bro, it was a lot of fun. Hamza would be hitting like big shots. We were in every single game. Every game we lost by like 2 or 3, or we won like by 1 or 2. It was like a close game all season.
Tuesday balls.
Yeah.
When we play Tuesday ball with Hamza, he's lights
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
shooting
100%.
half-court, red
Lights
line.
out.
Yeah,
He'll hit you
man,
with some
like-
crazy,
So that's why-
unexpected crossover.
So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I want to make sure Hamza got some love. But at
Yeah.
the same time, though,
Great player.
he's got to get back on
Who's the
defense.
best?
Yeah, back
Who's
on
the best
defense.
Ashraf shooter?
Hamza.
Yeah.
Hamza, hands down.
Hands down.
Who's second
Yeah.
best? Who's second best?
Amara.
Amaro Mamer.
How about the heart on Omer Ashraf?
He's got heart.
Hey, shout out Omer Ashraf.
Umair does all the like.
Omer
little
does
things
all
that
the
you need on
intangibles.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Omer's
you can't-
also a player.
You can't measure heart.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, Omer's on the team?
Omer's not on the
Oh,
squad.
man,
I
So they
know.
picked up Omer Sharif for Omer Ashraf.
Ooh, they upgraded an Omer possibly.
Upgrade.
They might just give him the Ashraf jersey though.
Okay, so we're spending
Maybe
a lot
he's
of time on
coaching.
main events
Yeah,
here.
let's keep it moving.
And you guys agree though? Like I think with their ranking, they have a good squad.
I think they're
They're solid.
obviously
I think they'll hit-
compared
get
to
some
last
games.
season.
Yeah.
This team is
Yeah.
a lot
Better?
better.
Yeah.
Better.
Very good.
All right, so keeping it moving after main event number 7, we have Showtime.
Okay.
Showtime.
Name some of the names off that roster. Showtime is a returning team, I believe.
Sounds like an Amar Ashraf
I just
franchise.
know Ibrahim
Ahad
Elahi.
Iqbal,
Who's
Ibrahim
on?
Elahi.
That's the
That's
only
the guy,
I know.
yeah. And that's it, yeah.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I think I remember looking at their team.
Hussein,
They're
Azan.
a mid-level team, I would say. So next after them is 6 is Sand Ninjas. Mubaman.
Sand Ninjas, you
Move-
have them high.
Mubaman. Okay, so let me tell you why I have them high. They have
He's a paid sponsor.
hey, shout out to Cruisin'. There's plenty of lease deals available on Cruisin'. Feel free to check them out on their Instagram. Mubaman's back.
Coming back with a vengeance.
The controversy of MBL.
Yeah. After the exclusive tell-all interview on the Fresh Jive podcast.
I think that's what got him back.
On the Fresh Jive podcast, he said, "Oh, he doesn't play, and he says everybody thinks he's not good,
Yeah.
but he can destroy everybody in this room. Apparently,
Whoa.
that's what according to him.
Everybody in this
Everybody, he point,
Oh,
especially
personal
Irfan.
challenge.
Especially.
No. So okay, let me tell you,
Dang.
Sand Ninjas. You know, Muba Man. He's there to win it, right?
Yeah.
As we all know from the controversy from last year.
I think he's gonna
right?
come back strong.
So he's going to bring a squad. He actually got one of the guys from Jaheim Ali, nicknamed
Johaim Ali.
nicknamed Jelly. He was from I forget the team he was on last year, but he was their main guy.
Okay.
right?
Nice.
And
Okay.
and playing against him and seeing him play, he's nice. His nickname is Jelly, and I think that nickname fits him perfectly.
North County
Right? Because
Hoopers.
he has such a smooth game. He drives, he can shoot. This guy's nice, right? So I think he's arguably might be one of the top players in D3.
Really?
Even yes. He definitely can be an MVP candidate. His team didn't do that well. They didn't even qualify for playoffs last season. So he was stuck on a bad team that he didn't get the national publicity that some of the other teams did. Like for an example, an AK Trey, shout out my old team.
Wow,
right?
he was putting up numbers.
Yeah, so he's a solid player.
Who's
Is he a guard or is he
Sharma?
big?
He's a guard. He's a guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umesh Sharma, does Ravi have a brother? Another brother that we don't know about?
Wait, this is not the guy that's just a crazy shooter, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. After that, we have Black Mambas, number 5. They're a returning team. They were one of the top teams in the other division. Black Mambas are solid. Name some of the players on that roster.
Omar Khan, Mahad Qureshi, Basim Awan, Zain.
Basimo on, yeah. So they're a returning
Any of
team.
those guys.
They,
Suleiman also sounds familiar.
yeah, and
Oh, okay,
He did
yeah,
good, right?
yeah, number
Yeah.
8.
so definitely
You
a
get a good
solid team there, right?
Okay.
Next up, we have number 4, Just Keep. This is a rebrand for the team Hot Shots.
Gotcha.
Hot Shots was the number 1 team overall last season,
Ooh.
although they did lose their MVP in Irfan Hamid. But they're coming back. They're a solid team. They're a 3-point shooting team.
Yeah.
And they live and die by the 3. Playoffs last year, they kind of
Sounds like
struggled.
most of the teams in NBL.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, they're going to lead the league in 3-point attempts.
Okay.
Looks like they
Easily.
lost Omar Khalid. I feel like Omar Khalid was on this team last season.
He was,
with,
yes.
Zishan
Former
Hakani.
contract.
Yeah.
Hakani.
Yep. mhm.
They were definitely a good
So
pair.
did he go another D3 team or is
He
he
went
done?
to D2 apparently.
Yeah, I think he's in D2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is the remnants of Hot Shots. So I'm giving them some love and respect from just the season that they played last year, right?
Gotcha.
They're number 4.
Oh my
Coming
God.
in number 3
Uh-oh.
is Wolfpack, the
The
rebrand
rebrand.
of AK Trey,
Oh, man.
also known as the defending champs, right? There's
number
a lot.
3?
There's a lot of moaning and groaning on the panel here. Do you guys have an issue with us being number 3? What's going on?
Defending champs, I
defending
think they
champs
should always be
usually-
number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
You know, Mayo trying to defer.
Regardless of what
defending
happens,
champ,
whatever
regardless
roster
of whatever
happens.
roster happens.
Okay, again,
You coming as a
let me tell you,
defending
if-
champ.
Yeah.
They're trying
okay.
to downplay.
no,
Yeah.
I heard they lost their best player.
no.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jeanette
They
Ferrari?
did. Jay-Z.
Yes,
Arguably
absolutely.
their best player.
Yes,
Finals MVP. Shout
Finals
to
MVP.
Jay-Z.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's exactly why we're not number 1 in my opinion.
That's a
The
big
thing
loss.
and the thing is, let me tell you, when I did,
Is your right hand good now?
no, it's not actually. It's still crooked. Look at this. I'm left-handed the whole season. See,
Oh, dang.
right? So when we do these power rankings, though, I try to do them as unbiased as possible, just because it's my team.
No,
Just because it's my team, I'm not going to put
here.
number one. If we were bringing back our whole roster, no doubt about it, we're coming in preseason number one.
Yeah, you guys upgraded. You guys got Umair Sharif.
We got let me tell you. Okay, so let me.
Umair, Sheikh, and Ozair.
So let me tell you. Let me tell you. We lost arguably our best player, our number one option in Jay-Z. Okay. He's hands down our number one option.
And the closer.
I don't know about our best player, but number one option.
I know that was bothering me. I know that's been bothering me.
Jay-Z 100% is our number one option.
Yeah.
Right. And big part of our team. So losing him, obviously that's going to be a huge downgrade, right? Yeah. And we also lost Abid Faruqi. And let me tell you,
that's huge.
That's right.
Abid was so
he does
clutch.
everything.
Yes,
everything.
Why did you guys just let him run back with you guys?
We would have loved to have Abid.
Oh, he's not playing.
He's taking the season off.
Yeah, he's taking a season off.
He is
so
solid.
we would have loved to have
very
Abid.
underrated.
Speed and
very underrated.
good IQ.
So the thing is, we replaced two of our guards with two very skilled big men, no doubt about it. Umair Sheikh and Ozair Sheikh, the Sheikh brothers, right? So and the thing is, and let me tell you, Umair Sheikh, he was a finalist for Comeback Player of the Year. Right,
he could shoot.
He was solid.
That's my 16-0 hidden talent teammate.
Yeah.
If you guys get the ball to Umair Sheikh at his spots, he will make a shot.
Oh yeah, no.
So on the 3-point line.
But
be
the
ready.
only problem I think you guys are gonna have is you have too much size, in my opinion.
100%.
There's gonna be a lot of quickness in D3.
So
Are these guys gonna rebound?
They can rebound.
Oh yeah,
Ozair will rebound.
Ozair's a
Ozair
great
will rebound.
rebounder.
He's gonna be the number one option.
Money May.
So listen. So the thing is, we are the oldest team in D3.
Yeah.
We're probably the slowest team in D3 because it's guard heavy.
But he's got
right?
the size.
You lost your fastest player.
We lost whenever. So, but the
Added a
thing
couple
is,
bigs.
this is going to be a good opportunity for Feroz.
Feroz, Imran.
So I'm really looking at Feroz and Imran to step up.
Yeah, they're gonna need to.
Imran's got to be our number one option, right? Fill up that void from Jay-Z, and Feroz is going. And Feroz has been playing really good. Let me tell you. And I think with the
honestly,
opportunity,
Mahroze, you gotta have a breakout season. You gotta get banned.
but the thing is,
season.
no, honestly though, I'm still coming off injury. My
Money
injuries.
May, you've been playing the best ball in years. Your best ball in years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
That finger
you
injury
gotta
has helped
have.
you.
So
great
and
season.
Stop
let
looking.
me tell you.
I think you're gonna have an MVP season.
You're gonna
I'd say so.
Yeah.
No,
Last season he didn't play much.
I only had one game with the left hand against main event. Shout out.
That was MVP worthy.
But yeah, I
10
think this season you're having an MVP season with this squad.
Well, let me tell you though. Let me give you guys some background news, some behind the scenes stuff that was happening. I was actually pulling to sign Mr. Ali Qureshi on my right.
That would have been nice.
I thought that would have been such a great
Amazing,
pickup.
yeah.
Great pickup.
And especially we lost a lot of scoring with Jay-Z.
Guards.
I thought guards, and I thought honestly, Ali, I was really pulling to have you on the
Yeah, I
squad.
was down to run with you guys.
So what happened?
And so basically what happened was, the thing is, Ali was trying to make a D4 squad. And another good friend of ours, Suleiman Dadaboy, was also trying to make a D4 squad. But what ended up happening, and the thing is, we actually wanted to run with 8 people. Right, and
Boy, you guys did drop Suleiman Dadaboy.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh
Another
my God! Wait, what happened there?
We just walked over that controversy now.
I wonder why.
I wonder what happened there.
Was that one of the? Was that one of the?
Not a
demands?
single mention of Suleiman.
Was there any demand before you re-signed?
If you want me.
absolutely
No, hey,
not.
but plot twist. Sully's back on the spot though, right?
Yes, absolutely. No.
That's why May's been trying to leave.
So no, hang on. So you can play multiple. You can play D3 and D4. No, but let me tell you, the thing is. Okay, first of all, hang on. First of all, this is
A week before the season starts, they added him.
By the way, okay, let me give you guys the heads up then. This is a Mulvey ownership group. It's led by Zohaib Mulvey, he's our GM.
Okay.
So I don't make any GM signing decisions.
So you didn't have no condition?
none at all. I was gonna run it back with them just
So
because we won.
May was trying to get me on the team, but then they ended up going with. They ended up picking up Sully instead. I guess
Yeah,
Sully.
no, so-
Sully's a 9.
The thing is, our team wanted to run with 8 because obviously last
Makes
season we
sense.
had
8 is
Yeah.
a good number. If
No,
everyone's
no,
coming,
okay.
8.
If everybody shows up,
You don't want more than
I
8.
feel like as we get
Yeah.
older, like
So
it's hard to show
so
up.
that, so that's one of the things that happened. We had 9 people
hard for the
last
guys to get
season,
out.
and especially when playoffs times come around, everybody shows up in playoffs.
Yeah.
And then that's what everybody's alluding to, and
Yeah.
and we talked about it on the Fresh Jive podcast. We had a whole situation about playing time and whatnot, right? So that was the whole situation. They wanted to avoid that, and they wanted to just run with 8, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they communicated that to Sully or whatnot, but that was again, that's not my place to make that call, right? Nevertheless, I actually was saying even with 8, I was telling, hey, let's bring Sully on as our coach. And I actually requested Sully to be our coach because honestly, having a dedicated coach on the sidelines helps out so
and someone
much.
that knows every single player on that team.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And
he can make
he knows all of them.
Yep. 100%.
Sully will be straight up like someone's acting up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'll tell you, I was the one that said, "Hey, ask Sully be our coach at the very least." They, Sully and Ali both ended up not having a D4 team.
Okay.
They actually extended an invitation to Sully to come back and be on our 9, so he can be on a roster, right?
So now, what if you propose, hey, Sully? If Sully becomes a coach and you guys can still get Ali Q for D3.
But I think Sully's player.
He doesn't have a D4 team. So
He doesn't have a D4.
We were trying to make a D4 team.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I actually even proposed the idea of playing with 10, bringing on Sully and Ali. But
Honestly,
obviously,
that's
a lot.
I'm
That's
so
a
down
lot.
to
That's a
play
lot.
it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's tough for the playing time.
It's tough, but at the same time, though, I'm
think-
telling you, people are gonna miss so many games.
Yeah.
And
But you can play D3 and D4.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So if you guys end up needing one, like few games.
Ali might be on the mid-season buyout market.
I mean,
you
yeah,
know,
but
any
week
D3
three,
teams.
Yeah.
We have
Jordan still gets
3 games or
picked
4
up.
games into the season to make
3
that
games.
decision. 3 games?
Yeah.
3 games. So I mean, it's all good. I'm glad, Ali. I'm glad you got onto a roster. You know, and I'm glad So
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
end of the
that.
day, we all want to play. Bring our friends on, and I didn't want to see anybody left out.
Yeah.
So
I
I
would
was
have
like,
added some fuel offense to you guys' team.
100%.
The LEQ.
Spread
yeah,
the floor for
100%.
sure.
Nice.
But it's neither here nor there now. But so that's basically so
Okay.
with the status of our team.
Number 3.
All right, let's go.
Moving on, so we're sitting at number 3.
We got Salama Lakers.
Salama Lakers
I like the team name.
is
Salama
number
Lakers.
2. They are basically the foundational pieces for Big Steppers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Big Steppers was one of the top teams in D3 last season. We actually faced them in the semifinals,
Okay.
and in
They
playoffs.
picked up my boy Yusuf Hashim.
So they have a good squad.
Boy, former Kobe Stan.
Former Kobe Stan.
Oh, former Kobe San. What's the insight on
Yusuf
him?
Hashim, good shooter.
Good shooter.
I
I remember him playing on Kobe Stan though.
Yeah, he
What
played.
happened?
He played last season.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, but
Oh, you know what he did? I think
He
you're
did.
missing, and he had like 17 points.
Yeah, against
And they
Lucky
won.
Patel.
They beat us in the first
Oh.
round or
Yeah,
first
yeah.
round,
So it
first
sounds like
game.
they
No,
got
he's
some-
he's a good player. He's
And
a
he
good
came.
player.
Irfan came back the second
He just
game
disappeared.
and just disappeared.
Oh.
We didn't see him score at all.
He's just.
Well,
And
maybe
And
he
they ended
just-
up losing the series, so
I feel
Boogie
like
Cartel won
he
that
plays better
series.
when Zayd Donovan and Irfan Run on the team.
Oh, well,
The
that might be
shackles.
the case for
That
a
might
lot
be for
of
a
people.
lot of people.
We'll say that when we do G2.
Shout out
One ball.
my former teammate Jay-Z who's joining you.
Oh, man, oh,
I
man.
think-
We'll save
I
that.
think
We'll get that-
I
we'll
think
get into that
Megan
in
has
The
the
most
most
controversial signing.
Oh,
The
we'll,
reach,
we'll get into that in the D2 discussion for sure.
We don't know what Jay-Z was thinking.
I know, and I literally talked to him about that today at the birthday party. I was like, Jay-Z.
I don't think he knows what he was.
And he
Hey.
had a big smile on his face, but we'll talk about that in the
He's
D2.
gonna be
We'll-
fine.
Let's save that for our
Don't worry,
D2.
Jay-Z's gonna get his shots. Anytime he touches the ball, it's going up.
Perfectly fine.
But yeah, Salam Lakers, Edwin, really good point guard,
Edwin,
strong,
No, Thunder over
high,
how we passed.
high
We're gonna have
IQ.
the
Yeah.
perfect lesson on that.
No, but let me tell you though,
Hashem.
Salama Lakers, former Big Steppers, solid
Good
team.
team.
So let me tell you, there was some controversy with them, right? They talked a little trash towards, not necessarily, actually, yeah, they talked trash towards me
Last
directly
season.
last
Whoa.
season.
Yeah.
Because they were offended by their place in the power rankings,
Ooh.
right? In the end of the season power rankings.
May lives
Okay.
for this, by the
Right?
way. He loves
Oh.
this.
and so on their gone fishing post, right? Because they kept on saying, my power rankings were good thing these aren't the official power rankings, right? And I
Yeah.
said, feel free to link me at the official ones. There was no other power rankings, right? So they had those little, because they weren't too happy about their placement. So that's why when we destroyed them in the playoffs, we put that out there, right?
Yeah, you did.
100%.
They couldn't. I was watching that game.
Oh.
Every time they drive in,
They couldn't.
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
they couldn't get
Yeah.
past
Oh, yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
They were frustrated.
Big time. Oh, completely annihilated them. Let me say that, right? That's why when we put up their gone fishing post, I said they were holding up a fish that said official power rankings. That was the reason behind that. But that's why.
Makes sense now.
Hey,
King of the trolls.
don't come at the power rankings. That's all I gotta
They're
say.
coming for your team.
Oh, 100%. I'll be waiting for him. Don't worry.
So who you got at number one? Rizwan?
Number one in the
Whoa.
D3 preseason power
Salam
rankings is
Charity.
Salam Charity.
Interesting.
Rizwan, winner of the Comeback Player of the Year award. And let me tell you,
yeah.
Rizwan, it was an MVP finalist. His team, and let me tell you,
Surprised
Rizwan
everyone.
is playing amazing, right? I'm telling you, Rizwan is arguably one of the top players in D3. Giving him love and respect. A team with him on it is immediately in my eyes towards the top. And the rumor was Bilal Mukhlis was not going to be playing, but I saw him on the roster, so I'm going
He's
to
back.
assume he is on the roster.
Who else did they pick up? Anyone?
Yeah,
Picked up Jay Zahid.
Jay
But I also
Zahid.
didn't know it moved the needle that much.
I don't know
Where
that.
No,
you can-
Jay's
Jaws.
Jaws.
He plays Thursday
Ja.
Night Ball with us.
Oh,
Ja.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
a good pickup.
His-
Hope he's not nervous out there.
No, let me tell you. I'm
He's
gonna
been
give
playing
him some
lights
love.
out.
I'm
He's
gonna
been
give him
lights
some
out.
love.
He can shoot.
he's
He just
been
needs to get
playing-
some confidence.
100%.
He needs to get more,
I've
little
been
bit
playing
more
pickup
confidence.
against him
He's
for a
good.
while.
He's a player that you want on your team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
You
still
give
surprised
him
that his
down.
boys,
Hey,
Notion, how they haven't picked him up at any of their
bro.
teams.
He's,
And yeah,
first of all, his
but
defense
I
is
think he needs
good.
some new
Oh,
boys.
and let me tell you,
His
Jaws.
rebounding is good, and he can shoot.
he could guard a player like Zayd Dadaboy.
Bro, he guarded
He could guard a
Zayd,
big.
me,
He's
Zayd.
Oh, yeah.
very
Guard
like
Mahroze.
Oh
expendable.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. Let me tell you, he guards me. He does a
Yeah.
great job, even though I score on him every time he guards me. But he does a
I
great
think
job.
He makes you work for it.
Yeah, he does.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
He does.
He's
In his
good.
eyes, he thinks he's making me work for it.
Yeah.
No, and
But
let me
he's
tell
such a nice guy. After you
That's a-
shoot at him,
that's
it's
a good
bro,
pickup.
good shot.
no. All jokes aside,
He's a great.
he's
an
got
underrated player.
great size on
Yeah.
him, right?
You still have a
So-
Adnan?
No.
They lost
They
Adnan?
missed
Okay.
their-
They lost it
they
none,
missed
yeah.
none.
No, so honestly, I'm real talk. Ali's spot on. If he plays with confidence and he shoots the
He's
ball,
good.
Yeah.
like if you guys play with him on Thursdays,
Yeah.
he's been shooting
solid.
the ball amazing.
I feel like I
He's
could fit
very
on this team
underrated
too.
in my.
Yeah,
my
he should have.
opinion.
You know, so that's
Come
why.
on.
Let me tell you. I think with his pickup, if Bilal Mukhlis comes back, and let me tell you, Bilal plays is really solid.
Believe
you
it
know.
or not, Jay was
Strongest guy in D3.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Believe
hands
it or
down.
not, Jay was actually in talks for us to pick him up on our D2 team.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Hey, let me
He
tell
was-
you,
he was actually doing very well.
He's solid pickup,
Yeah.
man. So
After
if he,
the 20 people they've had come through practice,
We'll say that for D2.
yeah.
monitoring
So
the talent.
that's the D3 wrap up. I think the rankings are pretty good. I think a few things could be moved after hearing some.
Your team can move up to number one. You guys
You
are
think
the
so?
defending champs, yeah.
Honestly, I
I
think
don't know
you
how
have.
you. I don't know how you.
No,
put
no,
Rahman at
honestly,
number one.
Personally, I think Salam Charity, you have him ranked too high.
Too
I
high.
think
Okay.
too high.
Because they lost their best offensive
Adnan
player.
was solid. Adnan was
Adnan
like,
was-
arguably their
okay.
best player.
Adnan won Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's their best defense. He's a good all around.
He's a high IQ player.
100%.
High IQ
I
player.
feel like you ranked them too high, and I think you ranked yourself. I think you guys should be number one. I mean, you guys are coming
No,
off a championship. Even
I-
though you
I-
lost
Irfan,
Jersey.
I get Mahroze's point not being number one because they did lose.
We lost our
But you
number
gotta
one.
remember,
They're losing
they
their best
barely
player.
played last
Yeah,
season.
number one option.
Yeah,
I would
the
put
best
the
player.
Number one option.
the number two team, Edwin's team.
Uh huh.
Well, what's their team? Salam Lakers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would put them number one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I will put like obviously.
You think Wolfpack
I'll
number
put
Wolfpack
two?
number
Wolfpack
two,
number
Salam
two.
Charity number three.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That I could see that argument too.
Yeah.
But again,
1, 2, 3 interchangeable, I guess.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You know,
Yeah.
you can make an argument either way.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, Adnan, nothing to take away from him. He's like a Swiss Army knife,
Yeah.
right? For them,
Very
Yes.
athletic dude.
he definitely can score. But watching their games and playing against them too, he's a solid defensive player. He won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Right. They lost him obviously, so they lost a big part of their team. But in my eyes, Rizwan is their main offensive player, right?
I mean, yeah.
And
He got a wet shot. His
You know,
mid range.
Rizwan should have an MVP season as
absolutely,
well.
and with the,
Yeah, he has to carry this team every single game.
100%. So that's the other thing too. Without Adnan, people can now focus in on him because before we had to, game plan for both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you can send double teams, and hey, let's the rest of the guys beat them.
Hey, but don't forget they picked up the Maju brothers too, Salim Maju and Ibrahim Maju.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salam Charity.
So
So I think that's why they should go a little bit lower.
They'd be lower if Zayd was added to the team.
Yeah, you might as well add Zayd in there too.
That is-
Zayd's looking for a squad, by the
Say
way.
this man should be added on
Hey,
the squad.
Zayd's looking for a squad.
put another Maju in there.
Zayd Maju.
All right. So that's our wrap up for D3. Now let's go into D4. Right. Coming into D4, we have number 8, Umma United.
Yes.
That's a Amar Ashraf led team. And the thing is, looking at their roster for D4, they just look undersized.
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 Overaged.
I'm
I'm sorry, I'm just being blunt.
No. I mean, and the thing is, D4 is really a big division.
Yeah.
There's
I
like
played-
6'4", 6'5" guys,
Yeah.
like on multiple on a team.
And let me tell you,
This
when-
is a 45 plus team, by the way.
and
And then plus Amar.
yeah.
Oh, man.
No. The thing is, that's why we
Amar's
have.
gonna have to have a breakout season.
Yeah.
And that's what Amar's looking forward to
Yeah.
because I don't know
The
about
red-
main
the
event
green
2.0 if
light.
he's gonna get the shots over
He's
there.
gonna have the green light.
No, but I honestly though, because when we were actually on some behind the scenes information here. Ali, because he was trying to put together a D4 team. and I was like, hey, I'll play with you just to help you guys out to make sure you guys have it. And when you guys were putting the roster together, it was supposed to be you, Suleiman, Jay-Z, myself.
Oh, wow.
Right? We were trying to do a D4 team. And at that time when the roster was being put together, I was the biggest guy on the team. Yeah. And I was like, this is not going to work. I literally said that. I was like, hey, for D4,
you guys got it.
you guys need, I mean, I'm coming in as a 6-foot center. No, but really, though, you need size in D4.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah. And that's what I was telling Ali. I was like, Ali, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea, you know?
I was just so desperate to play. So
I know. And
it
honestly,
worked out.
It will be fine.
I went from maybe being a center to like 3 6'5" guys.
Yeah,
3 6'5" Albanians. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I mean, D4 is going to be big. That's why I have
a tough
Oma
time.
United at the number 8 spot. Mm-hmm. Moving on, number 7, we have Rock City. I saw Ronnie Rare as one of the.
That's my old squad, by the way.
One of the familiar names. Oh, is that your old team?
Yeah, that's my old team. They added Ronnie.
Ronnie Ware is good, by the way. Back in the day when we played D2, I remember him dropping like 40 points on me. Like, he's good.
Ronnie,
great shooter.
Ronnie's definitely a very solid player.
So they dropped you and picked up Ronnie, or you just didn't want to play?
We just separated.
Oh, you got but most of the roster is the same.
Everyone except Ronnie, and then they added 2 other guards. It looks like I just looked at the roster.
Okay.
So they dropped you, Danish,
yeah.
Miss out on. Yeah. But Ronnie's gonna give us some offense.
Yeah, Ronnie will pick it up for sure.
Damn, surprised Ronnie's not playing D1 or D2.
I think he's on a.
He's old.
I thought I saw on the D1 roster.
I
could be wrong.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, I didn't recognize 2 of the other names. But Ali, you're telling us this is your old team, then, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that number 7 ranked is a good spot for them?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it depends how Ronnie plays.
Yeah. Okay.
But they have some good pieces on that squad.
Got it.
But it's all gonna. I think Ronnie's gonna make the season's gonna go with him. So depends on how he does.
All right. Coming in at number 6 is Baraka. They have Nick Young.
Swaggy P?
Nick Swaggy P.
Yeah, so let me tell you, obviously his name will give you
Nick
ideas.
Young can ball. He's good.
He's solid. No, because the thing is, I remember, I think when I was looking at different stats for D4, I think when we did a power rankings for
he's
D4.
up there. He's always up there stats-wise.
Yeah. I saw stats-wise.
He's like a 6'1", 6'2" guy that can handle the rock. He can shoot.
All-around player.
Yeah,
so I saw his name on this roster.
I think they have Sheikh Farhan. Dude can get buckets. I think they added Abdul Qureshi, who's another guy that can score. Dude gets buckets. I think he played D1 last year and D4.
I remember him playing with Shad.
Yeah,
I
think he's Afghan, maybe. Or maybe he's Arab, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's good. He played with Shad last season.
Right, yeah. I remember he was a hustle player. He was everywhere.
Yeah,
but he could score.
So
he's like one of the leading scorers.
Exactly. So that's why I have him above the other 2 teams. It seems like they have a good roster on that squad.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 5 is Dad Bod.
Okay.
And the thing is,
that's a bit low, but
D4.
This is D4. Yeah. So
but listen up though.
Yeah. So this is
a sleeper team.
Yeah, this is a team on the roster. Ali, you're not on the. This is your team, right, Ali?
Yeah, I just got added.
Ali's. Nice. This is the big announcement. Ali Q is on this roster.
Yeah.
I assumed this was the team because I saw a bunch of Zico's cousins and Albanian names here.
So they needed someone to fit the name of the team, and there it is. They picked up Ali.
Dad Bod.
Mr. Dad Bod.
I'm gonna be the poster.
The poster for that.
So it looks like we got some talent. Like we got some bigs.
So the thing is, I have you guys in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
Just for me, it's chemistry wise. Yeah. You know, you guys haven't played together. They haven't played with you before. You know, Ali likes to be on teams with.
Actually, I have a former teammate on this team.
Who?
He played with us 2 seasons ago.
Mustafa,
yeah. He could shoot.
Ali likes to put together teams with rebounders that will just outlet him the ball and let Ali just shoot the ball.
Set hard screens.
Wide for him.
Yeah, I know. So.
Is Zico on the team?
No. Zico's not on.
He might coach.
He probably coach. I feel he'll coach.
Yeah, he's in the group message though. So
there you go.
Yeah, so this looks like a commissioner's D4.
The only name I recognize is
we're
Naeem.
missing.
I think Naeem used to play
not
in
on the roster. I just got
okay, so it seems like you guys are.
But I guess we have a guy that played at UCI.
Oh, there you
played,
go.
I don't know, however many years.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the roster. We have like 3 6'4", 6'5".
So let me ask you this, Ali. Do you think you guys should be ranked higher?
Possibly.
Yes. The number 3.
You have him as number 3?
I have number 3.
Okay.
Awesome. So we have a 6'5" guy to Harris.
Let me ask you this, Asif. You have them as number 3. Who do you have dropping below them then?
I have Tribe.
Oh, so Tribe. So you had
also a new team. They're joining forces with Omar Alamadine.
Oh, okay.
And
they brought Ashraf Dabhas, which is probably going to be arguably maybe the best D4 player.
And they got Imran Muki.
He played last season.
He's played a few seasons, D1. He's still playing D1.
He's a solid player.
Yeah,
Our big
he's a D1 player.
with Omar's team, the team that we lost to in the in the playoffs. This guy is huge, bro.
I hit no
Huge.
doubt. So
He was
that's
dominating.
so that's the thing, though.
So I'm excited to play with him.
We have Tribe at number 4, and the thing is, they're probably one of the younger D4 teams,
yeah.
right?
A lot of fresh
guys that
35,
Fresh
36
35
year-olds.
players,
Bunch of
right?
30-year-olds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, hey, you know, and I saw Ashraf Devas on the squad.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of have them over, and the thing is, Dad bod. I mean, it's a lot of unknowns for me,
A lot
so
of
that's why I could see. I
think
that
there's
switch
chemistry
happening.
in the beginning for
Yep.
Tribe. They might get rolling, after third, fourth game.
Yeah.
I'm sure Frost gonna throw some practices here and there. So
Yep.
Yeah.
they should get
You know,
together.
Froz gonna be about it.
Yeah, 100%.
And
This
I'm
is-
pretty sure they're gonna add some players too. Like they
Yeah.
don't have the full roster.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have
Adnan,
Froz Mullet, too.
Adnan joined their team, by the way.
Before?
Yeah.
Oh, Adnan-
Yeah.
So they have some good guard play.
So yeah, so that's the thing. And Imran Mucky's on there.
Imran
so,
Bucky is on. Ash, Zishan.
Yeah.
I
Zishan
don't know
Ball.
Mala Kashmiri.
So the thing is, with Adnan Ismail and what was the other name we said?
Said Adnan,
Imran.
Imran, Froz Malik. I don't see him on the
Faraz Malik.
roster,
Yeah,
but
Faraz Malik.
Oh, he's
So-
not on the roster?
Yeah,
I don't
They
see him on
don't
the roster,
have-
but I think
there's
he's
only
on the
a roster
team.
of 5 players on this.
they didn't have the
Yeah.
whole roster
Yeah,
there.
okay.
So
I'm pretty
they-
sure
they
Froz
have-
on that team.
Yeah, I'm sure
they
he
may
is.
have arguably the best guard play on D4,
Mhm.
right? And they're younger.
And
Tribe,
and
yeah.
experienced players.
Yeah.
Experienced players, yeah.
They all been playing
Great
ball
guard
for a
play,
while.
but I mean, I think they're missing size besides Ashraf.
Yep, exactly. So moving on, number 2 in D4, we have 5 pillars, the defending champions. And the reason I didn't have them
Wait,
number
you
1.
skipped Free Palestine.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Let's.
So I don't know. Yasser Yusuf's playing D4?
So Yasser Yusuf's team.
Okay, interesting.
They have a good squad, man, and
Yeah.
Yasser's coming into D4.
yeah.
Yasser's obviously a high caliber player, right?
They have Raja. Raja's good.
Raja
Raja
Johnny.
Johnny.
Strong.
Strong.
Yeah.
player.
You got
And they have Dawood,
Shai.
right?
Dawood, another
Daga
big-
Dawood.
Man, let me tell you,
They have Eric D'Angelo's too. He's even bigger than Dawood, by the way.
But honestly, I'm surprised Yasser is playing D4. Like his game is still good.
but
What
he's
does that
playing.
mean?
Is he playing? Is he
D4
playing
is
in
good,
D4?
D4 is
Yeah.
good. But, yeah.
But he's playing D1 also.
You got,
He's
we
playing
have
D1 also,
former-
right?
We have D4. You have former pro players playing.
Yeah,
No,
I heard. Yeah,
hey,
they
I'm
do
telling you, just because it's D4 doesn't mean it's the lowest division. Not skilled.
It's
though.
more
MBL
for
needs
like
to
even
do
if-
a different league for like 45 and over. I think
They're eventually gonna do that. I
They're
feel
gonna
like.
do that.
Yeah.
No.
because I feel like
It's
the
pushing-
older guys can't hang in D4.
I think what my suggestion is to make a D5 for 50 and over.
15 over. I think 45. No.
Well, I mean, just to go with the 5
40?
number,
Okay.
you know. Oh, 45 would work too,
Yeah.
I guess. No, but D4, just because it's the lowest number division, is not the lowest skilled one,
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
agree.
It's just
Yeah.
35 and over, very skilled teams. I played in it before.
Yeah, we played together.
Yeah, I played on your squad with you. Very big, high, and it's high IQ too.
Yeah, I mean, these are all experienced players. They've been
And
playing basketball
yeah,
for years.
it may not be as run and gun and like 3-point shooting and up and down,
But where you
like
set
right?
offense.
But it's honestly solid play, big men, a high IQ basketball,
Smart basketball.
Yeah, smart basketball. So
Yeah.
that's why I think Yasser's team is up there in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know,
They
I
look
mean,
good.
Yasser is. I'm sure he's gonna lead his team. He got some good pieces
Yeah.
on the.
he's
on the
and
squad.
he's got big men. I mean, that team looks good.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
got Wasil. Wasil can score.
Yep.
They have
Shaq could-
Fareed.
Shaq
Fareed
could
likes
space
to
the floor.
score.
Yep. No, that's
But
why.
hey, there's only
yeah.
one ball though. There's a lot of people here that need the ball, so
Yeah.
it's not playing.
Danish is not on the
Take the
squad.
season off.
Yeah.
He's in the gym.
So next
Lab.
up,
He didn't like the last season was
I thought you guys had a good season together.
we did, but
Yeah, and
I think it was an odd fit for them.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought having him helped you out a lot.
I liked it,
because
yeah.
it took off a lot of pressure off
Yeah.
of you. Because honestly, the season before, you were the only real guard,
It was
really.
tough, yeah.
And then people can, if they double team you, get the
that's
ball
what
out of your
happened in the
hands.
finals.
Yep, exactly.
The 5 pillars, they just double teaming. We couldn't do anything.
But if you guys had picked up a versatile
That's what we're
guard
missing.
that can reshoot the ball,
I asked my
rebound, and
team to
handle
pick
the
up-
ball.
I asked my team to pick up Mahroze, and they just
Wow.
they told me,
Me too, bro.
they told me to either leave or
Yeah. And, no, I
start my own
tried to
team.
join
That was
your
the
team.
biggest snub of 2024.
Yeah, that was-
And honestly, let me tell you, that conversation, and we've talked about it before. That was a conversation that got me out of retirement.
Yeah.
But I don't blame Ali for that.
Yeah, it wasn't my
Yeah,
fault.
I'm not mad at him for that.
Yeah, I was
just,
pissed. I actually stopped responding in
Yeah.
the group chat after, and Danish hit me up. Was like, "Hey, are you still playing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just."
yeah. No,
There's
and
no
then-
point. There's no point in
That's
even
great
like,
drama, you know.
There's no point in like going back and forth. I didn't
Yeah.
want to argue.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue like a kid in a chat. It
No,
was- it is
and
what it is.
that's why the thing is, I was just coming back to help you out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was, and when you said, hey, they're full, they don't want you, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, no problem. I was just coming to help you.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like, oh, I didn't have a target on you guys now.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
way I have main event. keep it going.
Let's
Keeping
keep
it
it
going.
moving.
So after number
You got
coming-
number two,
number
five
two.
pillars. Ooh.
5 pillars.
They're back-to-back champions.
But they
Wow.
lost Michael Van Wyck.
But the
That's
first year they
huge.
lost someone and they still came back.
So-
but
so-
they added Van Wyck.
But they had the other big. I forget what his name is.
they added Farhad Zawandai on the squad.
Who's the other
Okay.
big?
They had Amin.
I mean, there you
couple
go.
seasons ago.
Yeah, a couple seasons.
That's the season we lost to them in the
yeah.
finals.
You were the favorites.
Yeah.
Your
I
team
don't
was.
think we were the favorites.
You, Safe's team, were the favorites. You know, your number.
No, Safe's team was the favorites, and then
Okay.
they went undefeated, and then they lost 2-5
But I mean,
pillars.
Amin's team came out of
Five
nowhere.
pillars just
No
came-
one had them on the radar, and they came and won the championship.
Yeah, and that was the season Suhail got injured. Suhail
Yeah.
actually coached that team and did a great job, and was able to like get the guys, to play as a unit. And
So
win
I
it
mean,
all.
so the thing is, I know they're the defending champs, but again, I'm not going to put the defending champs immediately on a preseason number
I know,
one
money, man.
because I honestly,
usually that's how it works.
But the thing is, if things
They
change
earned
in the
it.
roster, right? Like you
But
got to
they
keep
have
that
They
in
have
account.
a team that has been together.
So-
for the
so let me-
last-
so let me
this is
tell you-
the third season playing together.
But okay, let me.
And they
give
got
you,
talent.
Okay, but let me give you this example.
Sick.
Let me give you this example.
Wow.
The NCAA champion, if you win the championship, but then you have people leave for
National
NBA
Yeah,
draft,
no one's
everything.
leaving.
But no,
I mean,
but,
they
but,
lost
but,
Van
no,
Wyck.
but the thing
That's a
is,
huge
but
loss.
But the thing
But
is,
they're bringing back everyone else the same.
No, but
Like,
Ali,
one else-
listen,
nothing
though.
else is
Looks
changing.
like they added some 6'6" guy. Though.
no, but listen to Ali.
Really?
If the
Ma-
next season,
Maludo-
when the
Maludo
preseason ranks
Kane.
come out, you don't just give the champion the number one
Maludo
spot,
Kane.
Yeah.
even on NCAA, right? So that's what
But
I
I
get it.
see who you put at number one, and it makes sense.
Yeah. So I have 5 pillars at number 2, and I'm giving Sohail's a great player all around.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad.
No.
They're number 2 in the
They're
thing,
good,
right?
yeah.
Arguably number one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So number 1 in my eyes is Intifada.
Yeah, they have a
Right.
squad.
Uh,
They've been the favorite the last 2 seasons.
Dalal's an MVP player of D4.
Yeah.
They added a big name free agent guard and Mr. Asif Qureshi sitting right here.
Yeah.
And I think,
That's me.
and I honestly, Asif, I think adding you is the piece that they needed, right? They faltered a little bit in their scoring, and if you can spot up and hit, and Asif, you're shooting the ball really well.
Thank you.
I think if you can bring that into the team, that's going to be great for them.
I hope so. I plan to.
Who's
you know,
Enver? Enver's
Enver's
supposed
Yeah,
our-
he can ball, bro.
He's a
Yeah.
ball?
I think he played like professional.
Really?
I think so,
They say
yeah.
he's our best player.
Okay.
I would
He
say
played
Safe
last
is the
season?
best
Safe
player.
still is?
I think Safe is the best player.
He played last season, Enver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But he
I-
barely.
wait,
he was
wait.
messing around and dropping 20. Bro.
I thought
Really?
Dalal was their best player.
No, Safe is the best player.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Safe's a big.
We have a lot of
part
best
their-
players.
Yeah, I think Safe is the best player.
No, so
Yeah.
that so
So we're a deep team.
So exactly,
We're
that's
a squad.
that's exactly
Deep
why
team.
I have you guys at number 1 because
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me tell you, I think Safe is a great player, right?
Yeah.
100%, no doubt
I
about
think
it.
the team goes with how Safe plays.
And
Yeah.
I think that tandem of Safe and Dalal is a beastly tandem,
It is.
right? And let me tell you, Dalal is such a great center.
He is.
Yeah,
right?
I
He's-
love
he's-
playing with the law.
Oh yeah, Dalal is a
Yeah, he's
he,
so
he doesn't
versatile.
Best
doesn't-
footwork in MBL.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Best footwork in MBL.
Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't try to do too much. He keeps
Yeah.
it very simple.
He plays his
He's on
role.
the box. He plays really fundamental.
Yeah.
I think with the pickup of Asif on the squad, I
This should
think-
be good.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the thing
it's
is,
a good squad.
I watched
I
their.
mean, the last 2 seasons they've been the favorites.
Yes, absolutely.
First, 2 seasons ago they went undefeated, lost
Yep.
in the playoffs.
Yep.
Last season
They you got to the finals
Yeah.
and lost in game 3.
that was their game.
Yep,
They,
100.
they
and
were
they were
up game
they were
3.
up. I know. I
And
was
they
watching
blew
the
like
game.
a big lead. I think Michael Van Wyck hit like a crazy
Yep.
turnaround 3-pointer.
Yeah.
I know.
I
So
saw
that
that,
was.
yeah.
I'm sure that was a
that was
tough
a heartbreaker
loss.
for them.
Yeah.
So we have a good mix of shooters. I mean, obviously Safe, great shooter.
And let me tell
Abdullah.
you, shout out to BFAT too. He's been playing really well,
Yeah.
surprisingly for me,
Yeah.
because I didn't think he like I saw some of his
He's
stat
always-
lines.
He's able to hit his open
Yeah,
shots.
no,
He has good IQ.
he had a really great. I thought he had a breakout
He
season.
puts
last
together
year.
good teams.
Yeah.
and
Every
he really
year his
does,
teams
every
are at
year.
the top, you
Yeah,
know?
and I thought BFAT played great last season. I saw a few of his stat lines. I was like, oh, this was he's having some
Yeah.
good seasons, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
Last season they had Amar Arwata, right?
Yes,
They did.
Was it last season?
yes,
And
that
he
was
got
after-
hurt?
Seasons.
Yeah,
That was 2 seasons
Amar
ago.
actually,
But he
played
got-
with
he got
me
injured.
a couple
He got
seasons
injured.
ago.
He got- yeah, he tore his
he tore
ACL.
his Achilles or
No.
no,
ACL.
ACL. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
is he not playing this? Not
I think he's done. He's
He's done?
retired.
Mm.
We also added another player. It just got finalized this week.
Oh, is this the breaking news that you're going to share on
Breaking
the pod?
news.
That's for
Okay.
D2.
Oh, okay.
That's for D2. But Sal Aziz, apparently he's some 6'4" player, and
on
apparently
on
he's
your
good
guys' team.
on our team.
Ooh,
Yeah,
So-
man,
so we got-
the rich get richer.
We got
I
size.
always like that.
So Enver, Talal, Sal.
You guys are
So
a
we're a
big
big
squad.
team.
Amazing, amazing.
I think
I
the
mean, we
top
heard the
3
rumblings of
teams.
Zico's team being added, so we're like, oh man, we got.
I think the top
There's only
we
one
need some
ball.
size.
that's-
the top 3 teams that you have is perfectly
Yeah.
nicely
Yeah.
ranked.
Okay.
like- and then Dad Bod comes in 4th because
Dad-
we don't know the players.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but like just
Yeah.
Free
So, yeah,
Palestine,
I-
Intifada.
5 pillars and
depends.
define
Let's see if
dad bod
our
as
team- Let's see
1,
if
2,
our
3.
team shows. We have 10 on our squad.
Yeah,
Let's see if
that's
our
a lot.
team shows up. We got
That's
some older guys.
that's always a key
Some
too,
big guys,
right?
But honestly, last
Especially
season,
the 35 and up, most people have kids.
Yeah,
yeah,
They
that's
got
different.
obligations.
Yeah.
They got
Exactly.
things to go on the weekends. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same
That's
time, the
all.
other argument could be, hey, this could be their one time out.
Yeah.
You know, hey, this is their one time for themselves. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and they need that as much as everybody
Much
else.
needed, yeah.
Yes, but this is, and then especially if you sign up for a league that's kind of pre-planned. You know the schedule. Hey, you tell the wifey, hey, I got this game the one
Sunday.
time in the week. You know.
I think it's medically proven that this is like a therapy session for men.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Absolutely.
do your research on it, but yeah, it's medically proven.
There's,
For all the wives watching
there's,
out there.
there's
Yeah.
a few other studies that are good for the men as well.
Oh, man, we'll get into that in another episode.
That could be on our exclusive Patreon podcast. All right, but that does it for D4. That's a good wrap up there.
It looks like D4 got stacked.
they got
again.
better.
Yeah.
Last year I felt like it got better, and this year looks like it
I
got
think it's
even
gonna keep getting better.
Yeah.
As people are getting 35,
Yeah,
turning
I feel like they're
35.
gonna get a lot of new,
Yeah.
a lot of
Blood.
new talent, which
Um,
is good.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, like we have like new players coming in. Like,
Hey, would you be down for a mid-season pickup if we need?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, we
I'm
get
not.
you
I'm not opposed to it. There could be a mid-season buyout offer. You know, let's
Okay.
let's see what's.
Let's see how our team. I'm sure someone, injuries happen.
Let's.
You know-
I mean, I'll put that offer out to Intifada as well.
I got your money, mate.
You know.
I think they got too many players. There's only one ball on that team.
I know.
I do like the change to D3. Sorry, D4. It's all Muslims
Uh-huh.
now. So before,
I mean, me personally, I
Oh,
felt.
so Nick Young converted? Nice. Or I don't know if he was already Muslim.
I'm sure.
The thing is, I mean, I feel like MBL is allowing non-Muslims in other divisions.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have changed that for D4. Because, I mean, if you're going to allow, hey, D1, D2, and D3 to have non-Muslims, why is D4 having non-Muslims? Because then...
That's interesting. I wonder why.
To attend that Muslim tournament. So you have a D1 team with 2 non-Muslims on the team,
Okay,
and
but-
they advance.
So did they change...
The non-Muslims
You get
can't make
screwed.
it.
So did they change that rule in
They
D1?
didn't.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So then what does that have to do with D4 then?
I mean, yeah, they should have for D1, but at the same time, then you don't have enough players
But
registered for
but
D1.
the example you're giving me, though...
I know, it's a
is
terrible
for
example.
D1, right? But you changed the rule... So change that to D1,
Yeah.
so that way the champion
They
can
should, but then
play.
I think that's where D1 falls in
Yeah.
competition level. You
Yes.
don't have enough people registering.
Absolutely. So the thing is, like a player like Michael Van Wyck, who was on the defending champs, he's not allowed to be back on that team.
He was the heart of that team.
Yeah, and that's why I
No,
felt
he-
like, hey, make
He hit
it
every
make,
big shot.
Wait, they just changed that rule this season?
this season.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah.
So
So that's
That's
why you're
why-
missing a lot of
that's why
names.
a lot of names.
That's why I'm saying, hey, that change didn't make sense for this season,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh,
only
that's
for
interesting,
D4.
Yeah, I would
right?
like to know the reason.
Yeah, I wonder
behind it.
why they changed it
I wonder
this
what the
season.
reasoning
So
is.
make it one non-Muslim if you want to try
Yeah.
to limit that, because you have players like we all know Michael Van Wyck.
Yeah,
he's
great
been,
guy.
He's been
Yeah,
playing-
he's been the face of the league.
He's been part of MBL since
For
I
years.
came out.
Since the
Yeah.
beginning,
Since the
basically.
beginning.
From when I joined.
And so
He's played NBA more than a lot of Muslims.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's honestly he's such a mainstay in the
He's a class
MBL.
act too. Like
Exactly, and
Yeah.
such a nice guy,
Yeah.
and honestly such a friendly person. Like I've gotten to know him over the years,
Yeah.
you know. And even though he has a terrible take on Kobe Bryant,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I heard that.
absolutely
It was the worst.
worst take out of the world. You know what, Michael? You're not allowed to D4.
we all can't be perfect.
You know, honestly, good riddance to D4. No,
Yeah.
I'm just joking
Yeah,
about that.
that is pretty
No,
interesting.
so that's my thing about that is in D4, they should have made it one non-Muslim, so like players like Mike could have stayed in it.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
so.
that'd have been nice. He did good in D4.
Yeah, you know. So that's my opinion on that. But
We need an
All right,
answer.
that's D4. Now let's get to D2.
D2, the most exciting division.
D2.
The most
What do you think is the most exciting
exciting
division?
Well, D2
D2 definitely
I mean,
is.
D2 is one of the hyped divisions.
D2 is
I mean,
definitely most
D2
hype.
definitely.
D2 and
Hype.
D3 is
D3.
only the most hype because
D2.
May's
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
May's keeping D3.
All right, now going into D2, one of the hype divisions. A lot of big teams, a lot of movement in the
Lot of
division. So we're just gonna get right into it. We have number 16, and also kind of similar to D3. There was a few teams we didn't know about. So I think teams 12 through 16. Don't be offended about your placement. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, use it as motivation. If anything, we
I
just
agree.
didn't.
We don't know the
familiar
details,
with you
yeah.
guys. So
It is
you know,
what it
let's make a name for
The
yourselves throughout the season.
the first 3 games that we were playing Kobistan, we don't know anybody.
Oh,
That's crazy.
So like when we look at the
It's
roster,
crazy that
like,
the league is just growing like that. You don't
Yeah.
even know.
It's like
players. 'Cause
Redeem
I feel
Team
like we've
Salam
known
Trading
everyone
Pool.
in NBL.
100%.
And now it's just like, who the heck are these
Yeah,
guys?
which
and
is
bro, they
cool.
could be ballers.
Yeah,
that we
I
know.
know.
Yeah, no, which
Which
is
is dope.
which is cool
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
hey, the league's growing, it's
That's good.
expanding, so
Yeah,
it's a good
of
thing,
course.
right? So let's get into it. Number 16, we have Salam Charity, a repeat team name. I don't like to see that too much. Not unless you're a franchise like Tribe who wants to maintain Tribe branding in each division. But maybe you just weren't familiar.
Yeah.
Any names on that roster you guys could name out? Just throw some names out there.
I mean, Ahmed Qazi, Zaid Yunus, Zaid Salim.
So we don't know too much about this team, so we have them at 16. Number 15, we have Redeem Team. Who do you got in there?
What are they redeeming over here?
I know.
Let's see I don't know any of these players. Maz Majid.
Who's that?
No idea. Rehan Bukhari.
Okay.
Three
Marcel
Bukharis.
Bukhari. Three
Number 14,
Bukhari.
we
So
got
looks
the
like
Juries.
Brothers are
Brothers
cousins
probably
or
made a
something.
team, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sam Solistillo.
So keeping it moving, number 14, we have the Jury. Again, another team we're not familiar with.
Interesting.
Any names you guys can pop out real quick?
Zane Joffrey, Adam Jody, Jonathan Nguyen. I'm not sure if he's ever played NBL before.
Jonathan Nguyen, that could have been a player from a D3 team. It sounds familiar. It could have been from Flotilla.
Okay.
I could be mistaken, but
Let's see. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but nobody. Asif, do you have anybody?
Nope.
No.
I have
All
no
right.
idea.
Keeping
We
it
got
going.
But still-
Ballestein.
Number 13, Ballestein. Any names on there?
Ballestein.
I don't think so. I don't think we recognize anyone on that
Let's
team.
see.
Nobody on there, right?
No.
No, Omer Ubari. He sounds familiar. I think he probably played in D3.
Okay.
Okay.
And number 12, we got Hamdallah Hoopers.
Handala Hoopers. And
Let's see who these
Mandala
guys are.
Hoopers. So
Khalid
saw
Ali,
the
your old
roster.
teammate.
Khalid Ali, our old teammate too.
Old teammate.
Yeah,
Former
from
Kobistan?
Kobistan.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only person I know from that team.
Okay.
So knowing him and I think he probably brought in some ballers.
Okay.
So that's why we
that,
ranked him
that
number
could be a
12.
team that can move up in the
Yeah.
rankings as the year goes on. All right, but now getting into it now.
What we got?
Number 11, we got
Akiway.
Akiway. Irfan.
Yes.
Surprising on that. I thought Akiway would be a little bit higher ranked. I felt like they've always been contenders. You have Daoudi Dafoudi on the squad, right?
I don't know if they made the playoffs last season. They got.
Did they beat you guys last season?
No,
No?
we won the game.
Okay.
It was a close game.
Was that in playoffs?
No. Regular season.
Last
regular
season,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a season.
They were the
game.
pink team, the Miami.
Yes, it's Miami Heat pink
Yeah.
team. Yeah. So
There was
nothing
Solid.
rings my.
Okay, I mean
mean-
they have a big social media presence, so maybe that
They
could be that could
I don't
be-
think
I
they
mean,
won
but one
much
thing is
games,
that
though.
they're a really big team and
So-
they're very physical.
So that
Yeah.
just goes to
team.
show.
I remember
if you're-
that.
Very physical team.
That just goes to show.
That's
if
where
you
Zayd
have-
Dadaba got hurt and I sprained my ankle.
got it.
Yasser Hamouche was really good. Younger player. I remember him being.
Yes,
really
he's
solid.
really good.
Yeah.
Yasser Hamouche is.
Okay.
I think
solid
that
player.
basically the team runs.
Well,
with him going.
that just goes to show if you have a good PR team that put yourselves on the map, then teams will know you. So I honestly don't know too much about them on the basketball skill wise, but I know a lot of things on
This is the
social
Aki
media.
way?
The Aki way.
Aki way.
I like the
So,
name.
Yeah. So all right. So moving on, number 10, 786ers.
78 Sixers.
A name that looks familiar.
So we got Kaius
Omar.
Kaius Omar.
Is
The
he
shoe guy.
shoe guy?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then Isam Ahmed, the tall, 6 foot guy. You guys probably know him from Starbuzz days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Danish Hayter.
Who's
So
that?
remember we saw him playing in Momentous, the guy with the beanie and the beard. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
yo, you
yeah,
should
yeah.
pick him up.
Oh yeah. He came up.
He's
to
on
me.
that squad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so he's a very exciting player from what we have watched in Momentous. Right, Rafa Shah.
786ers.
78 Sixers, yeah.
I know the squad.
Yes.
I know them.
This
Yes.
is the guy from Torrance, Rafa
Rafa
Shahid.
Shah. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
just played with them. on
Yeah,
Thursday.
Oh, this is your boys.
exactly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good squad.
Guess good squad, yeah.
So let me give some love to them real quick.
Okay.
So 786ers, they're a good squad.
Give him some love. You have him at number 10.
No. This is more of a panel ranking. Not necessarily. I don't want to put any names out there exactly. But this is more of a panel ranking.
Yes.
No, but
I mean, but
786ers.
we don't know the players.
Yes.
Yeah.
in a
So
way.
let me
you
tell
know,
you.
we don't know how they play.
Let me tell you. Rafa can.
He can shoot.
He can shoot.
I heard, that's what I heard, yeah.
He's a very good shooter. He's streaky though.
Okay.
Right? And I will say this: he loves the 35, 40-foot 3-point shot.
Really?
Right.
Oh, so
No,
that's
we
deep.
Deep shot.
He loves shooting that deep shot, and I wish he wouldn't do that all the time
Okay.
because And let me tell you.
So leave him open.
No. There'll be games where he'll make 4
That's
or
what I
5
heard,
of
yeah,
them,
yeah.
deep ones, right?
Okay.
He loves that deep shot. But of
You're
course,
gonna miss like 10 of them or what?
no. But of course, it's a deep shot. It's not. I mean, if he's off, then it's just like a heartbreak shot, like in long
Correct.
rebounds and like wait, what
It throws the flow of the game.
exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But honestly, he can have a game where he'll drop 30 on you.
Oh,
Really?
wow. Okay.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
he
wow,
can
okay.
he can start
Team-
scoring.
Team
And
to
the
watch
thing
in D2 then.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
he's got good size on him too. He's a
He's
muscular
bulky,
guy.
yeah.
So if he starts driving in more, getting physical, he can absolutely
So
do
he's a
that.
team to watch, for
So
sure.
absolutely team to watch.
Brownish
and
Hater is good. I've seen him play.
He's a very physical player. Very physical.
versatile, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Bilal Sattar, he's
I heard
nice.
he's a scrappy player.
Scrappy player. He's kind of a combo guard. He doesn't handle the ball as much, but he loves to not. He loves to go for the outlet, right? So
Okay.
second their team gets a rebound, I'm telling you he's going to be off
he's
to the
out.
races. Right? That's a scouting
Which
report on him.
NBA player would you compare him to?
Oh,
Ron Artest?
no. I would think more of like a Rafer Alston, right?
So the handles.
A little bit, right?
Okay.
He doesn't.
Ray for
Because
Alston.
Ray
was
Carlson,
like a
what's his
legend.
nickname?
Yeah, not in that regard. More like
Okay.
the body type for an NBA
Okay.
equivalent, right?
Gotcha.
That's a tough. I mean, that's tough to find an NBA equivalent
For him, yeah.
for him. I guess maybe.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what this team brings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I think I don't know if they play together all the time.
they do.
They have
So
good
they got good
chemistry.
chemistry.
And I
Absolutely.
think in
Chemistry
D2 that
is-
matters the most.
Yep.
Chemistry
Yeah.
does.
So
Right?
the thing is, they're
I think in every division that matters.
Every division, chemistry is
So-
everything. Yeah.
So absolutely. So the thing is, they're new to MBL, right? They're all LA Torrance guys.
Okay.
So I actually just talked to them this past Thursday, right? And they're excited about it. So they have good
Good.
chemistry. And I think they're gonna make a mark in the
Okay.
MBL. So
And you have them number 10, by the way.
the panel has them at
Okay.
number
Yeah,
10.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure locked into this.
No. But honestly, though, that might be a good spot for them because let me tell you, teams in D2 are nice.
Yeah.
They're not
So,
easy. Bro.
so that's the other thing. There might be a bit of a learning curve for them.
Of course, come back
playing-
stronger.
So they're fresh to the league then.
They're
Bro,
fresh
they
to the
might
league.
just surprise us all and be the number one team. We don't know.
100%. But the thing is, they don't know a lot of the competition.
They don't
That's the
know
part.
who they're going up
They,
against.
they don't they
Yeah.
don't have the scouting report. That's the part where I'm saying it might be a learning curve for
Gotcha.
them. They're a nice team though, but sometimes talent may
Team to
just
watch.
carry them. So let's see how they go.
Yeah.
Moving to number 9, we have California.
California,
Right.
aka
Team name
Keys
last
of Van Nuys, Lexus.
He's Lexus.
Who's the team? Who's on the roster?
So basically, 75% of the team is at Keys Lexus.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna say
Is AK on this team?
AK is on the
AK
team.
is on the
Wait,
team.
Ahmad
Sushi
Khalaf, the real
Ahmad
AK?
Khalaf, the
Yeah.
real
Sushi's
AK,
playing.
Firaz,
Oh, Sushi's playing
Mohammed,
D2 also?
Sushi,
Yeah.
Yusuf.
And they have.
They have Ali Anker, very
Yeah.
good player.
I don't know who that is.
He's
Right.
a big. He's solid.
Okay.
And,
yeah, what's
uh,
his name? For us?
Jeff
Abbas,
Firaz,
yep.
yeah.
Which
So like,
Firaz?
He's the
Uh,
GM.
and
of
they
the-
have
it's a
they,
big-
they have the big guy Siraj.
Okay.
Siraj
Siraj
Suleiman.
Raj Suleiman?
Yeah.
longtime NBL player.
So
veteran.
players, very old, experienced players.
They should have just
But
been called Keys
my
Lexus.
only take on this, like, if they're gonna be able to keep up with the young D2 talent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's what's gonna come down to. I mean, you have these names like that's been on like championship squads,
Yeah.
right, in the past. But
Yep.
is this still gonna happen now?
This
That's
team
where-
reminds me of, remember that Lakers season where they just
Yeah.
added a bunch of old
Gary
guys?
Payton, Carmelo.
No, not that one. The most recent one, Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, that's
It's-
It's going to be like that type of situation
I was
where
thinking
just,
more of like Carmelo, Gary Payton.
But you had like
no, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
that squad.
So like the Russell Westbrook, it's going to be a lot of like misfits, coming together and
Oh,
But
man,
at the end of
oh,
the day,
man.
they're gonna have fun every game.
Yeah.
that's
They're
good.
gonna have fun.
That are gonna be fighting every game.
Sunday nights they're gonna have a great time, and then
Let's see
Monday
who gets
morning,
fired. Let's see who gets
Nah,
fired
This
at
is what's
Keys
gonna
Lexus.
happen. Sunday nights they're gonna come out and play the game. Monday morning, Fran's gonna look at this and be like, "Don't show up tomorrow to work." I just want to have the conversation, what
Yeah.
they talk about. and
That'll be
bullshit.
yeah.
On Monday.
Hey,
They should have like an
if
inside
someone plays
podcast.
bad, I guess
Yeah.
they're working the next Sunday.
That'd be the team you
Yeah.
want to like have a wire on and just
Also,
listen to
I heard
all,
the word
listen
on
to
the street
everything.
is if Faraz doesn't start, he's gonna fire half his employees.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Is Faraz the boss over there?
He's the
Faraz
GM.
the GM.
Oh, okay,
Is he
okay.
the
Head,
GM?
head
So
honcho.
Faraz said he's gonna start no matter what.
Oh man,
Is he the
man.
GM there?
I think
Or
so.
GSM?
He's up
But yeah,
there.
it should be. I mean, obviously we know most of these guys.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
all wanted to play together, have
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah,
Know.
that's
And
fine.
you never
They're
know
all,
what
they're all
they-
friends. They're all
To
longtime
play
friends.
with friends and
Play
like
with
and
friends,
coworkers.
and
That's
so
cool.
honestly,
Yeah.
you can't
Amazing.
ask for anything better.
And honestly, end of the day, that's what we're all out
That's
here
what
to
it's
do.
all
Let's
about.
have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun and play with friends. And
Yeah.
honestly, that's
And
when
luck-
you have the best time.
And luckily
Yeah,
for
it
them,
is.
all their friends can play on the same squad.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yeah.
Without-
All rolling
All
up
the
in
rules and
Lexington.
guidelines and
Okay.
everything.
All right, so let's keep it moving. Number 8, we have Bucket Cartel.
Bucket Cartel.
Who's on that roster? Asif, we'll let you give
Yeah,
us some
so
names.
I'm a part of that roster.
Yeah.
I got picked up by my nephews, Ayan and Adil.
Yeah.
Ayan, probably top 5.
Oh, yeah,
NBA
Ayan
player,
solid.
like,
Mhm.
Really solid player.
Solid
Yeah.
young player.
Reminds me of like Shea, the way he plays.
Yep,
you know,
yeah, that's a
you
good-
know,
that's a good- that's a-
calm and controlled.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a really good comparison.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the breaking news is Yusuf Toki is no longer on our team.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Who'd you guys replace him with then?
keep him in your prayers, but I think he's
Asif.
going through some like
Yeah,
some
inshallah,
medical
hopefully
issues.
Oh no,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
hopefully nothing serious, and maybe he'll come back the following season. But
Okay.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Inshallah, hopefully
Inshallah.
everything is
Oh, man,
better,
oh, man.
oh man,
Oh,
Everything
man.
okay?
inshallah, I'm Mahroze.
Cut
yeah.
something out.
This is
yeah.
not the time when you say inshallah. Just kidding.
But yeah, Yusuf, I mean, arguably probably the best D2
Yeah, he
big
was solid.
in
Oh.
NBL. He's got the
Who is?
size.
Yusuf Toki?
Yusuf Toki.
And he's the one
I don't
that
know who
is-
he is.
He's the one that's
Do I
out.
know
Oh my
him?
God, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
Is that?
do you
Do I
know
know him?
Yusuf Toki?
I don't.
You seen him?
Probably one of the best big guys.
Oh,
yeah.
When he's like healthy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like his heart rate stopped.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
man.
he gave us a hard time. Like our guy Amjad.
Okay.
He gave us a hard time. Too.
Yeah.
Man, well, prayers to him. Hopefully
Yeah.
he's okay.
So
and
who
comes
did you guys?
back.
Well,
Who
can
did
you
you
get prayer
guys
for
replace
him?
him with?
So we recently picked
Let's
up
not get carried
Alvaro.
away.
Oh, you guys got Alvaro.
We have Alvaro.
Great
Oh, nice.
pickup.
Yeah,
Alvaro.
great
Oh,
pickup. He's like a Dennis Rodman. Like the way
Honestly,
he plays,
one of my favorite players to be on the
Yeah.
court
He's
with.
He's
Yeah.
gonna get the ball.
Oh yeah, no,
he's all out on defense,
Alvaro,
rebounding.
no,
he's
shout
everywhere.
shout out to the big dog Alvaro. No, he's solid, man.
He's solid.
I'm surprised he didn't get picked up sooner. You
Right?
know?
Yeah.
I think he's
Funny thing
former
Most
defensive
hated in the
player.
squad, right?
He was former defensive player of the year.
I don't know about former. I'm not sure.
Or he was up there.
He used
in
to
the
play on
defense.
most hated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he
Yeah,
started.
but the funny story behind the Al pick, he hit me up that morning, and I was like, I got busy, I didn't respond back. So
Oh,
next
man,
day,
no, man.
out.
I hit him up. I saw Ayan. I was like, hey, what do you? He's like, are you still looking for a player? Because I was gonna put Mo. And he goes, no, we just picked up Al. I was like,
Yeah.
damn it. I was like, I wanted
That
Al.
was a great
I
pickup.
was like, hey, Al, what's up, buddy?
Would
At
have
the-
been
at the-
perfect.
the big-
Would have
At
been
the-
a perfect
no,
pickup
so
for
at the
Kobe's
time, the big news Yusuf.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Alvaro, we've had him for the past like month now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it
Al-
just got finalized.
Yeah.
But anyways, Alvaro was expected to be like our backup for Yusuf, like stepping
now
in,
yeah.
and also play alongside him.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like he do a
be
lot
such
of
a
the
great foreign court. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, now we're missing Yusuf, so I guess we're in the market now.
Okay.
So if you're a big and looking for a team, hit us up.
Okay.
Rashid
But yeah.
Ismail, that's dad, Ayan's dad,
Wait,
right?
his dad's playing?
He's a player coach.
So Alvaro will be replaced.
Okay.
there we go.
Okay.
yeah.
So you
Okay.
guys have a
That's-
good team.
You guys have a
Steven
So
Solid
solid
solid team. Ryan's
Yeah.
returning.
Ryan's
For the most part,
returning.
most of the team is returning.
Adil game got better from last
Adil
season.
is a
Adil-
defensive stopper.
AKA
So
the flash stopper.
flash stopper.
Flash.
Flash
Oh,
stopper.
the dimmer. The dimmer.
Dimmer.
Adil the dimmer. That was the
Yeah.
nickname.
One thing with Adil, he's got so much talent, but I feel like
doesn't
just,
care.
He doesn't. He just like very, just out there, just
Yeah.
running up and down.
He's
just
just
like,
having fun.
Like he
He's
just.
just having fun.
I feel like he
Yeah.
needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
He does.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean,
But I
he,
mean,
in D-
for
when he played
pickup-
D3, he dropped like 40 points, like
Oh, okay.
easy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
D3 though is.
But
Yeah.
pickups, he's been actually shooting the lights
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
shooting
nice.
the ball
He plays with
down.
confidence. He's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
He's definitely
And I'm
gonna-
excited. I think this
He
year
needs
he's
some
So
confidence.
he's going to take a step
maybe
forward.
we'll see a breakout season from him
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year,
he's
like where he
definitely
takes
gonna get
the
better.
next step. That's what we always
Yeah.
want to see, you know,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
from these young guys.
I feel like he
Yeah.
takes the backseat to his brother.
Yeah.
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 No,
Okay.
but Ayan pushes him all the time.
Yeah, he
like,
should,
he's trying to
yeah.
push
Ayan's
him.
always
should.
in his ear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every
And
time
he
plays
knows.
the ball,
Ayan
first
has
pickup,
full confidence in him that, hey,
Yeah.
I know you can
Yeah.
do better. He wants him to handle the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants him to do a lot. Take the
He's
next
good.
step.
Okay.
Next
He's
we
not
got
like
what-
our older brothers get mad at us for like turning the ball over,
Yeah.
shooting too much.
Next we got number 7 Cougars.
No. Oh yeah. Number
Yeah, we did
7.
about
Number
Cougars.
7 Cougars.
Wow.
Who's on that roster?
Anosh
I
Ali.
know sh-
Oh, okay.
man,
Hadi
Yeah,
Hadi squad.
Hadi Kasamali.
Okay, that's a good squad.
Waqas Anis.
Although we got to shout out to the refs right here to look out for Anosh's traveling,
traveling.
You said it.
carrying,
Carrying, traveling.
Oh my God.
any other infraction that happens, you know.
So they picked up this guard, Amir Ansari. He's a good shooter.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Is that the guy that came for ball?
No, that was
Okay.
the other guy. Yeah.
So let me tell you, Anosh. Back to Anosh. He's a nice shooter, right?
Yeah.
When he stays in his game,
Yeah.
and he spots up, he's lights out, right?
you wouldn't leave
But-
him open behind
Yeah.
the
Absolutely. One thing that from his game that I'm not a big fan of is his one-legged like
Yeah,
deep
three.
shots,
Yeah.
right?
Patting
Yeah.
his
I don't
shot.
know. Does he do that in NBL?
I'm
I've seen him do it a
sure
couple
he
times.
does.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen him. I played
And-
with him in a Thursday night league.
Yeah.
Mavs a couple times.
Yeah.
Like I was there and they needed a player. So I
Yeah.
jumped in.
Yeah.
He does it in those games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too.
and the
That's
thing
just
is,
his shot.
and the reason why I'm upset about that because I know he's such a good shooter.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, just take a nice
balanced
spot-up
shot.
balanced shot, and
Yeah.
I know he can make that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
To
shooter.
do that, you know.
And he
and-
takes pride in that shot. Like
I
he's
know,
so
but
confident.
he works on it.
Yeah,
He
like
works on it a lot.
that's his
Yeah.
Like if
signature
he had
move.
a
Like
logo, that would be his logo.
if it was like NBL 2K, that's his
but
signature
that's his
move.
logo.
But that's the whole thing that I have an issue with it because I know how good of a shooter
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
If he
And
just
he's
takes a
got height.
solid,
He's
yes,
got height.
absolutely, he's got great size.
Yeah,
you know?
he's-
and Hadi's playing
Hadi's
such a high
solid.
level.
I think he's one of my favorite
If-
players.
Yeah, Hadi's
I
solid.
feel like if this team stays winning, he's definitely in the conversation of MVP for the season.
Who?
Yeah,
Hadi.
Hadi.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
He has
Hadi.
the
my
potential.
favorite.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
my favorite.
Love
guards.
playing with
Yeah,
him. Obviously.
Hadi's definitely taking his game to another level.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
Hadi won- I beat
composed
Hadi
player.
1-1 though, by the way.
He's a very
that.
a great pickup for them is Adnan.
Oh, which
Adnan
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 did they
Khan.
call?
Lefty.
Adnan Khan.
Oh, I love Adnan.
Great
Khan.
Yeah,
IQ. He's
defense.
always
Wait a
hustling on
minute,
defense.
hang on. Adnan's not playing with Tribe in D4?
No,
No, different Adnan.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's
Adnan
Adnan.
Khan.
that's Adnan
Yeah, he
Ismail.
was on Tribe.
Was
No,
he?
no.
No,
Oh,
he-
yeah,
last
yeah,
season
Oh,
he
yeah.
did.
Adnan Khan is a.
Yeah.
Adnan
So he's
Khan's-
not old enough to
He's one of my
play
favorite
D4.
players to play with and pick up just because he's
Oh yeah.
Defensively,
he's
like he's a hustler.
Let me tell you,
Adnan
Adnan.
shoot the open shot, creates for his team. He's a good
Let me
player.
tell you, Adnan Khan has historically been on the Tribe franchise roster.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's such a fun player to play with.
Yeah.
Like he's a smart player. He doesn't.
Yeah. He doesn't try to do too much.
Exactly.
He's just
and
gonna play his
honestly,
role.
he plays really high level too.
Yeah, he does.
He's fast.
He's got good IQ.
100%.
Another nickname of his is another flash stopper, by the way.
Ooh.
You hear it
There's
here.
a few of those.
I
out
don't
there.
know. Hey, you know what? I challenge Adnan to guard me in the NBL with refs. I'll get him fouled out.
Oh, so that's
listening.
okay. So back to Anosh. No. Anosh, I tell him this in pickup all the time.
Yeah.
That hey, Anosh, you travel every time you take that first step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Anosh, you carry the ball
We've
every
been
time you
calling it
dribble.
on him now,
right?
the ball.
And then
Yeah.
his response to me every time he goes, he never gets called for it.
does.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Anosh, I don't care whether you get called for it or not. You do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
He's
MBL
gotta
refs.
learn to stop.
Yeah.
Cause like in a, let's see if the
Yeah.
refs call it this season.
Let's see. I mean,
So
we'll
we're
talk
talk-
about
But you
we're
know
it.
what? If I was on the other team, I would go to the ref before the game and
Yeah.
say, "Hey,
Hey,
watch his travel.
No, that's what me and Asif were talking about. Hey, we're just gonna watch the game.
Real
Like,
quick, let me tell you guys one thing. He one time Anosh asked me to come play with them on Thursday because they were short, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on his team. I went up to the refs. I go, "Hey refs, watch this guy's travel." Oh, only because he's always saying, "Oh, refs don't call."
Yes.
Him. I told the refs on my own teammate.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, watch
He's
this
gotta
travel."
learn to stop doing that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
at 8th grade. He shouldn't be doing that.
100%. Hey, Anosh, shout out for having me. Let me know if you
hey,
need one.
Anosh, don't be surprised if you're all watching your game and talking to the refs.
We're all like, travel.
Waqas Anis, he's a former D2
Well,
All-Star.
guys, I need the former
Oh, yeah,
D2
oh, yeah,
All-Star.
oh, yeah, Waqas is on the team
D2
too.
All-Star, and
D2
he
All-Star.
had left to go play for Kobistan.
Kobistan, he played with us for a season.
Black hole. He play basketball.
Quickly left that team.
Yeah, quickly, yeah.
Next up, we have.
Oh, speaking,
Kobe.
hey, this is a good transition. We have the infamous Kobe-san right now.
Kobe, yeah.
Typically where players go to dwindle away.
Ooh, wow.
Hey.
They got the most interesting roster I've seen.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so let's talk about this.
The
right now.
controversy.
Okay, so Kobe-san is led
Kobe-san.
by Mr. None other than the real Flash, Irfan Anwar.
Irfan and
And
Zayd.
and Zayd, Attaboy,
Attaboy.
I say arguably
Boy.
Zayd's
Zayd,
probably
I
the
never
best
seen
player.
a shot I couldn't take Data Boy. But Zayd is probably
Okay.
one of the best
Shooters
shooter
out there,
scorers
bro.
in
I
NBA.
feel
Oh,
like
Zayd-
as he progresses in age, he got
He's
better.
getting better.
He's getting better.
Oh,
which
His
is
game
insane.
is so
But he's
sweet.
also
Before, I
working-
think he's a spot up shooter. Now he takes the basket.
Oh, yeah.
mid range.
And he's slithery. He can get to his
he's
spots.
very
He's
slithery.
very slithery.
Yes,
that's
that's a good term, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's a good description for
Yeah,
him.
he slithers around the court.
Man, but he gets his foul calls, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
he
no.
knows how to
knows
get
how to
that
get
contact.
So honestly, Zayd's such a great player, and
Great
honestly,
a lot of
Irfan-
controversial calls and pickup. though.
Ir-
honestly,
Irfan-
I-
100%.
Honestly,
no,
an
and real quick-
amazing,
real quick
great
though,
teammate,
Irfan-
great player to be on
Irfan, also
the
let
court with.
me give you some love too. Irfan, you've been playing really high level.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right,
Appreciate
and
that, yeah.
so I'm gonna give you some love too. You guys are a great tandem.
Yeah.
And honestly, I like that. I like that pairing when you guys first did it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I thought that was a fun team you guys put together.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that pairing works. You guys, maybe we're one piece away.
That's
possibly,
what it is. That's what
right?
it is. Yeah, every season.
Every
from,
season, I feel
for
like you guys
past 3
needed-
seasons, we
Who's
always
your man?
needed that one piece.
Yeah.
To
I'm
take
Judd.
over. We needed that Bradley Beal on
Ariana.
our squad. You know.
He's
just-
tall. I mean, he doesn't
I'm just,
play big.
I'm just,
I'm
a
just
solid
good.
piece.
Yeah,
So, like,
he's good.
You have to understand, like, nowadays, like, the D2 teams, they coming with high energy offensive power.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, me and Zay, at this point, like, we're 33, 34, right?
Yep. Yep.
So, like, there are going to be games where we're going to get tied up. We need someone else to step up.
Yep. Yep.
And I believe this season, when we made this team, we wanted to put pieces together where we get the extra help in offense, but also in defense.
And
right?
and so also some. So then one of the big pickups you guys had was my former teammate,
Yep.
Mr. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Finals MVP.
Best player from D3.
Finals
Yeah.
MVP, our number one option from the D3 championship
Yeah.
team. And actually, I had a conversation with Jay-Z just today at the birthday party we all
Very
attended.
interesting.
I was saying, Jay-Z, you made a mistake. Leave
Yeah.
now. And I've told him.
Outside looking in, it looks like he made a mistake.
Yes.
But I never know.
We'll
Yeah,
see
oh,
how
But
it
that's
goes.
why, I mean, I'm very curious to see how we all
So
gel
okay,
too,
wait.
right?
Also,
Yeah.
you guys have Hamid on
We
your
got
team,
Hamid, great
right?
defender.
So another guard,
Another guard.
similar, right?
But another
Wh-
person that needs the ball, though.
Yes,
No,
he-
I don't
he's-
think
he-
Hamid
he needs to be the
Hamid
point
doesn't
guard.
really
run the
care.
point.
Let me ask
He
you
loves to run the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
So he needs
for
the ball.
scoring,
But
he
likes to
knows.
control the tempo.
Wait, was
But
Hamid
he-
on your roster last season?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
gonna
how
run.
was that with him on there?
I have no complaints with him. Like he
Did he-
loves
did
to
he
bring
start?
the ball up.
Did he
Yeah,
start?
Yeah.
Who ran the
So
point?
who's wait, give me your starting lineup.
From what, last season?
What's your projected starting lineup this season?
This season, I mean, this
Put him on the spot.
Irfan Zayd.
Or no, exactly.
Okay.
Irfan, Zayd,
AC.
Hamid.
I mean, AC,
AC.
right?
Oh,
He does
And
everything.
then- and then-
You
and-
have
Another Swiss
Emma
Army
Chala.
We have
knife.
Emma Chawla.
Oh, yeah.
And we picked up the other D3 guy, Bizarre.
Oh, Basart solid
Bizarre
too.
is on us,
Yes.
so we brought him out for tryouts.
Basart,
He did
rookie of the
amazing.
year from D3.
Yeah.
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 And he amazing defender,
Oh,
amazing scorer.
So
So
you're
we
saying
did-
Basar's
we-
going to start the 4 and I'm Judd?
Amjad, 5.
So Jay-Z's coming off the bench.
Jay-Z,
Ooh.
the thing is, we're gonna alternate. We still trying to figure it out which players
Yeah.
fit.
So that's
They're gonna
We're gonna
alternate.
start.
so I mean, so that's
We'll
my.
see how that works out.
So let me tell you.
But
that-
also, it depends who we playing
So wait,
against,
you're gonna
right?
have
If we
Jay-Z
play against
So you
bigs,
have-
we're
you
gonna
have
put
Jay-Z
bigs.
and you have Hamid coming off the bench.
We don't know that
Jay
yet.
Z, Hamid, Omar Patel, solid big.
Omar Patel,
Patel,
solid
good pick.
rebounder.
and
Yeah.
Basart coming off the bench.
No, he's
There's
probably
gonna be
starting.
games that I'm gonna come off the bench.
Nah.
Like we're all open-minded
Yeah,
about it. Like
You heard it here first.
Hey,
look-
30 seconds into the game.
Look at her. Look at Irfan right now. Do you really think
I'll
you're taking
come
that
off the
serious?
bench if needed. You know?
All
It
right,
depends.
guys.
Honestly, it
No,
all
you need to
depends
clip
who-
this.
It all
No,
depends.
I'm 100%.
It all depends who we go up
Okay,
against.
okay, no. So
Yeah.
let me tell you though. And
We
so-
have a lot of
and so,
options.
so let me tell you, behind the scenes, here's some behind the scenes. Irfan actually approached me to join your team as well.
Yes.
And that was honestly a really enticing. And Irfan, obviously, everybody knows Irfan's a close friend of mine for a long time.
Yeah.
So, and for me, I always love playing with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So when Irfan approached me, I was like, honestly, I was really close to thinking about doing it. Had we not won the
Perfect pickup.
championship,
Yeah.
I would have definitely come, right? But I wanted to stay, and honestly, it would have been fun because I'm not looking to score.
You're missing piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would have got my offense. I would have got my high IQ player. I
Defense
would have
for
got
sure.
defense,
Yeah.
rebound. Like I need that.
A player that can rebound, shoot,
Yeah, all
pass,
five.
yeah.
Yeah.
May's got good high IQ. So
Right,
that's,
so
that's
like,
the
and
thing that
then
you
he
want.
knows,
He's
he
for
knows
every
how I
single
play.
team
He
out
knows
there.
how Zayd plays. He knows
Oh,
people
100
around
oh,
him, and he can get us the ball where we want.
And I think it was one of our Thursday pickup runs. I played with you
We
guys,
played with us,
and
we
Zayd,
couldn't
and we had
lose.
such a good chemistry. I think Zayd was. I don't know if Zayd said anything, but Zayd was telling me to play with you guys. You know.
We always talked about
Hey,
it.
you
Like,
fit in
yo,
with every team.
That's
Yeah.
why I hit you up the moment the season ended. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, if you're still running, trying
So,
to
but
run
let
you too.
me tell you, with your pickup with Basart, he's honestly like
Great
a Mahroze
pickup.
light.
Also, another pickup that we have,
Hey, clip that.
another new pickup that we have is Samir Shayar.
Okay.
He used to play in NBL a
I didn't
couple
know that
seasons
is.
ago, but we brought him out. A close friend of mine.
Yeah.
And solid player, solid high IQ player, point guard, handles the ball, plays really good
Oh, good,
defense,
good.
and the shooter.
And also,
So now we
Irfan-
just added up more offense.
So Irfan,
on
I
the
don't know if
squad.
you recall this. When I told you, hey, I'm going to stay with my team. I was actually advocating for you to pick up Basart. Like
You were the reason we reached out to him.
a month and a half before you guys picked him up. I was telling you, I was like, hey, I'm telling you.
You told me and Zayd about it,
Yeah.
so we reached out to
Absolutely.
him.
I told you, I was like, hey, I'm telling you, this guy's solid.
He's solid, yeah.
He's got good size on him. And honestly, he's an all around player. He's very similar to what I could bring to the table.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I call him a Mahroze
But
light.
see, we lost our big Barhan.
Barhan? Oh, yeah.
Barhan.
I feel like he barely showed up.
But he
so you
barely
guys aren't
showed up.
even
He didn't
missing.
show up at all
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
So,
I think your roster's
honestly, let's
upgraded
see.
for
I mean,
sure.
my team, it'll be gonna be a big hit, or we're just gonna really
So,
gonna win.
I had him higher.
You have them higher?
I have them at.
For me, it's going to be a matter of
Where
their
is it?
chemistry.
It's the chemistry,
And playing time. How are you guys going to manage this rotation?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot
There's
of
a lot
ball
of things
movement.
to
I'm
figure
curious
it
how the
out.
ball's gonna move.
Yeah.
And how's the ball gonna move? Now, if
Yeah.
you move the ball,
And this is why I told Jay-Z, I was like, Jay-Z, you could be the number one option on a championship
Yeah.
level team, or come off the bench and
But
play
you
a
never know,
role.
could-
Part-time playing
It just
time is
depends how the ball moves. If the ball
honestly,
moves,
if the ball is moving, I
if the
promise
ball's
you, we're gonna be
moving, then they have a
unstoppable.
lot of weapons.
and
But if
I-
the
and
ball doesn't move, it's gonna be a very
gonna be
frustrating
problem.
season.
And let me tell you,
Yeah.
I
You cannot
get
just-
it. I get it. You want to play in a higher division, higher competition,
Yeah.
whatever. I get that,
Yeah.
100%. But D3 is good competition too.
It is
Yes.
good, yeah.
And I'm telling you, Jay-Z is honestly a great fit in D3 in my opinion, because he's a top
I think
level.
he's a good
Yeah.
fit in any division.
No,
I thought he could have came to D4 as well. We're trying to make the D4
Oh yeah,
team.
100%. No, but I'm
Because
telling
Jay,
you,
he's just a scorer.
my whole thing is he
Never
would've
seen
been-
a shot he wouldn't
My whole
take.
thing is he would have been such. His role.
They got a lot of those. They got a lot of those on the team.
You got Jay-Z, right?
My thing is his role on our team in D3 versus his role on D2. That was my argument for him. Like,
Yes.
it would have been nice for
Of
him.
course, he would have
Yeah.
a bigger role.
Yes.
And I think he knows that too.
I think he
Yeah.
knows.
But I think
of
he also
course,
came to D2
he knew
like-
what he was getting himself into.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we play
sure.
ball every week,
Yep.
so he knows.
Hell yeah.
I
He
think
knows
one of
what
the
he's getting
reasons-
himself into.
One of the reasons he wanted to play with us also because he sees the caliber players
Yeah.
around him.
Yeah.
Plus,
And
they're
he-
his friends. You guys
and-
are all
and
friends.
we all
so-
played together Thursday night, so like he's more comfortable just being around on the same squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he knows we're gonna use him.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, yo, Jay-Z just come and just sit on the bench. No, bro, you are gonna play. You're gonna be a key factor
And let's
for
clip
every
this.
game for us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
Irfan's
well,
promising
Oh, by the
us.
way, Emma Chawla. Wait, he had to
Yeah,
have a
AC is
breakout
one of my
season.
favorite players to play with
AC
as
oh
well.
yeah, we haven't
A-
even talked about it.
AC, honestly, one of
Oh,
my
no.
best favorite players. to
So-
play.
I've been trying
I
to
mean-
take him for the longest time.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, I signed him for life.
No,
I was like, you
Irfan,
cannot
see,
leave.
that's a whole nother thing right there. I'm so high on Emma Chala's game.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I feel like he's very, like he should be more aggressive offensively. I feel like
let me
he's.
tell you, I think he's underrated.
he's very
right?
underrated.
No, but
Yeah.
no, not because the thing is, I don't feel like on certain teams he doesn't get the opportunity. He's not he's like a 3 or 4th option.
He
but
could be like a number 1 option. He has
Easily,
all the
easily.
capabilities.
So you know what's
Yeah.
the beauty of his game? He doesn't want to.
He
be
doesn't
involved.
care.
Yeah, no,
He
and
doesn't
that's
care.
why
He doesn't
just
even
wants
care.
to play
Very
his role
unselfish player.
as long as
Yeah.
everybody else is playing their role and we
Yeah.
win games. That's
Yeah.
all.
He's
So-
just there to.
so-
He could
run
guard
around
1
and-
through 5.
Yeah.
by the way. 1
Absolutely,
through
and so
5.
that's a whole nother.
He could be
cog
like
in
the best
rotation.
defensive
Like
player.
that's what I'm saying. You guys
Oh,
are.
he's in the
But
starting 5 rotation.
let me tell you though.
for
Let me
sure.
tell you though. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Right. You want more skilled players.
More
than
skilled
not,
players.
Right. Like it's a good problem to have.
Bro, last
100%.
season we had players that were just like waiting around and we didn't want to start them because we
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
it doesn't do
Yeah.
anything good to the team.
No, he's always a good player. to have.
Absolutely. All
We
right.
had
So let's.
players last season. Should we name those players?
Oh, man,
I don't know. I forgot.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it
Wait,
moving. We
wait,
spent a
wait.
good amount of time
Before
on
we start
Kyrgyzstan.
something, yeah.
We spent a good amount of time because our good buddy Irfan's in the
And-
panel, so we got to
and
give
Okay,
some
so
love.
number 5 we got 99ers.
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 So
Hamza Sharif.
Okay, so there's a reason we kind of put them on above
you
those teams.
Yes.
Is because the talent that they're bringing in. First of all, Hamid brothers. You know
Irfan Hamid is the D3 MVP.
MVP.
There's
So-
3 of them now.
Yes.
So the guy
3.
Imran, Irfan, and Ehsan.
Ehsan.
So
So-
all good
Oh, wow.
brothers.
The thing is, I think they're ranked a little high just because they're making the move from D3 to D2, right?
Okay.
The level of competition is going to be high, right? It's going to be high end, but nothing taking away. I know Irfan. I'm telling you, he's D3 MVP for a reason.
Mhm.
He's very athletic, very good player. He can drive. I want to see his 3-point shot improve a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially for a guard play,
Yeah.
you need that. Especially,
And especially
in D2.
D2, you need
in
it,
D2,
yeah.
you need that.
I mean,
Because
also-
I'm telling you, he's going to look to drive. Scouting report on him. Let me tell you right now, because
Yeah.
we played against him.
Yeah.
And I shut him down. Shout
Okay.
out over there, Irfan.
I mean,
right?
another player that they really have a good player is Hamza Sharif.
Yeah.
But he's also coming off an injury.
Okay.
Remember 2
ACL, I
seasons
believe.
ago, like he was tearing up the first 2-3
Yeah,
games of the
and
season.
he
like,
got hurt within the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And then obviously Sohaim Khan, Sabil Khan's brother.
Is
he's
Imran Hamid on the team too?
good.
Yeah.
All the brothers are.
Imran,
Yeah.
Irfan, and
So
Ehsan.
the other
Oh,
reason
okay.
they
Three of
also
them.
rank a little bit higher is just because of the core group that they have. They have chemistry. They play with each other, and also young talent.
So let me tell you, if it's
lot of
the,
young talent.
if it's the same people I'm thinking about, this team runs like crazy.
That's why I have him higher than, for
Yes.
example, Kobistan.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard to keep up with those young
Because
players.
this team they brought into D3, because we scouted them, we checked them out. They run. It's like literally 7-second offense.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
They're gonna run like crazy. Outlets, everything. They're gonna push the
Now
tempo.
imagine a team like California trying to keep up with them.
Is that Sushi's team?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Armin Nazar, he's plays in the Tribe Runs.
Okay.
Good shooter. That's what I
He's
remember
on
about him.
what team?
On that team, 99ers.
Oh yes, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep.
Armin is on that team too.
Yeah.
He's a shooter, right?
Yeah.
Number
That's exactly what it is.
Bro, that's yeah.
So, so it makes
Another
sense.
town,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see how they respond.
Yeah.
But let's keep it moving. We got number 4, Cookies.
Cookies.
Who's on Cookies?
Cookies,
Ravi.
You got Ravi Sharma.
The
Okay, Ravi
Ravi
Sharma.
and Rohan
Lauren.
Sharma, his brother.
I don't
The
know
brothers
if
playing
Rohan's
together?
not on
The
the
brothers.
roster. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rohan's on. Ravi.
Who's their big?
I believe they picked up this new, Hamoud. I don't know who exactly. And the AK, the fake AK.
Oh, he's not playing with you?
The second AK.
America, yeah.
He's not playing with you?
Oh man, he was supposed to
what?
play with us,
Oh.
and then
Yikes.
he just ghosted us.
Oh.
Yikes.
Let's say that for another episode.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Sounds like that might be a rivalry game then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know
maybe.
Zane's coming for him.
Rumors was he
Oh.
committed to both
Hey,
teams.
be
Wow.
careful, AK. Amir's gonna
Ooh.
box you out.
Let's see that rivalry game. That's gonna.
I
be
think for the
fun.
most part, they had the same, very similar
We're
teams last
actually gonna
season.
have Ravi Sharma on our squad too.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You
How
know,
would that have worked out?
Okay. Well, that's.
So they have really good offense. Azan Khan, I think, is one of the best
big.
bigs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
He was solid
Out
big.
there, he's so. And also, I heard they picked up a really good baller. I mean, could be Chashmoni. I've never.
Yeah. Some
I don't know who he
unknowns
is.
on the squad,
So
but
I
that's a good
know
squad.
Good squad, young squad,
Yep.
and they all play ball. So
Nice. Okay. Then let's go to number 3. Al Aqsanats. Who's on that squad?
Sabri.
Oh, okay. Sabri,
Sabri.
solid player.
And they rank higher because this team runs in every tournament.
Yeah.
So the chemistry is
Chemistry's through the roof.
right, and they've
Young
been playing
legs.
with the same squad, so you
Oh,
can
wow.
only imagine it
Let's
only
go.
gets better.
Yeah.
That
Right?
I'm
Last
telling you,
season too, they made the playoffs. They didn't go all the way, but like they went semis.
chemistry goes a
long way.
His
And-
brother's a very underrated shooter, by the way.
Okay.
Mahmoud Al-Farah.
Mahmoud, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a really good shooter.
Really good shooter.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And
So
they-
I see why they're 3. I mean, Sabri's a very really good player.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it going. Though number 2, we got Pool Party. Who's on that
Pool
squad?
Party. That's some of the players
Harden's
from
team?
the
LA
defending
Fitness?
champs
Oh,
last
okay.
season.
Oh, wow.
But some of them, but like they obviously lost. But then Shafi, the Christian Taylor, last season champ.
Yeah.
They picked up Ish Maruska.
Oh, big
Right.
pickup. Yeah.
Former-
Andrew Macaroni,
yeah.
he beat us single-handedly two seasons ago.
Okay.
Harun, obviously a shooter. Adam Jabber got picked up.
Oh, nice,
Oh, wow.
nice.
Right. Fares is
pickup.
19, 20-year-old, supposedly a baller, LA Fitness guy. He played last season.
Amazing.
And Omar Kale, another shooter.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go.
So,
So,
like,
that's,
they're
yeah.
stacked.
a stacked squad.
Yeah.
Great
it's
spacer. Omar
Young
Kale.
team, chemistry-wise, they all play together.
That's a good
And,
squad.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that team
Okay.
is probably my favorite to like win it all.
Nice. Okay, so
Harun-
now the
Harun
number
always
1 team,
One, you got
Most
most
hated.
hated.
most hated.
This team is
Yeah.
always gonna give you a run.
They've
for
run the
money.
same team the
Yeah.
past 3 seasons. They're always up there.
Have they won it
if
yet?
even if they make changes,
They won one season, right?
They won. They
Yeah.
won a couple seasons. But supposedly they picked up this guy.
Who's their main guy?
Anthony Newman.
Okay.
Right,
He's
you
a
all know
shooter.
his
He's a good
great player, all around fundamental.
Poise was really good.
Omar is one of the new players that they picked up. I kind of know how he plays, baller.
Okay.
Right, so they added more offensive power, and then this big guy that they add, supposedly a Dog Maui,
Mhm.
is probably supposedly really good big.
Okay.
So I know they're stacked up. Poyish is definitely a all-round player,
Yeah.
high
I don't know,
IQ player.
single name you said.
Same
but-
thing with
Yeah.
Yusuf. Defense is there.
So you have them as number 1. Are they the favorite to win it all this year?
I think it comes down to most hated and pool party.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asif, you agree with that? You know a lot of the D2 teams.
I have them
fan.
as pool party number 1,
Okay.
which is Harun's team.
Yeah.
Great farm system. LA
Yeah.
Fitness, by the way.
Yeah.
Name to watch, Christian Taylor, I think.
Yeah, Christian Taylor, baller.
I mean,
Fares is good.
He brought Samaj. And then they had another player before that, which I guess he got banned like 30
Yeah.
min, and he was a baller
the
too.
Jordan Griffin guy.
Oh yeah, another
pulling up
former
from half
car
court.
trackers, by the way.
Car
Yeah.
Carter represent.
Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
I think
Oh,
D2
so he's on
obviously
Omar Khalid's
stacked
team?
this
Yeah.
season.
He was.
And especially
Jordan
think about it. The
was.
last
What
12
team?
teams,
He switched
12
teams.
16,
He's not playing
we
this
don't even
season.
know who they
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
We don't know those players from 12 to 16 team.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So they could be
Yeah.
just
It's
as
wide
bad.
open.
Really interesting. I like when it's
wide
like that
open.
because you never know.
You don't know
what
who it
to
is,
expect.
but they could be
it's
better than
fun.
all of us.
And on top
All
of that,
the
you have to
teams.
think if they're registering in D2, they have to understand
I'm
like
sure
hey, they
they
got to bring a
understand they're
squad.
gonna be a good
team. Yeah.
So just because they're 12 through 16, I'm telling you, they could easily any one of those teams.
Be
could
one
be
through
Here's
five.
how
number
week,
one.
after
Yeah.
week 2, we'll get like a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
understanding.
Again,
of where
again,
We
everyone's
do like a
at.
mid-season.
No, again, this is a preseason ranking. We're doing our best
Yeah.
without knowing the full squad. Definitely, we're probably going to have to do an updated one, like maybe mid-season,
Mid-season,
you know,
yeah.
and kind of now that we've seen the teams and see that, and we'll do another, you know,
Yeah.
we'll do a
Yeah, this is fun though.
Yeah.
And the next week, man, you're doing a live.
So
Podcast?
at the media day,
Okay.
we're the Fresh Jive podcast is going to be on site on location.
Nice.
New Horizon Media Day.
What happened?
Is that New Horizon? The
Is
Media
that
Day?
New Horizon?
Oh, is that
Okay,
New
nice.
Horizon?
So-
6 p.m., right?
So we
Mandatory.
So
from
we
what I
will
see
be. It's going to
and
be a
hear.
Oh
mandatory.
yeah, you're gonna get suspended week 1 if you don't show up.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So Fresh Eye Podcast will be on site.
Nice.
What we're going to be doing there is we're going to be bringing our green screen there.
Okay.
We're going to be shooting footage of all the players.
Okay.
So, you know, kind of if you recall, if you guys have seen Media Day, they stand there, do it all like the
Talk.
promos for
Yeah.
like the TV media commercial, like
Yeah.
when you see their faces pop up and like their videos like that.
Okay.
We're going to be shooting all of that for you guys. And capturing all that, and we're going to be doing like on-site interviews and asking you guys questions. It's just going to be kind of media for us to use throughout the season.
Okay.
For for power rankings, and,
Reels,
like
clips.
especially
For sure, yeah.
especially when we start talking about you. Imagine having your face pop up and
Yeah,
your name
yeah,
and stats
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like have you seen in the? So we're going to be doing that, but here's the catch: in order to be part of that with the Fresh Eye podcast, you need to
Follow, subscribe.
first sign the waiver. Obviously, we're using your image and likeness,
Yeah.
right? So we need you to sign the waiver. We need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
right? As well as subscribe to the Instagram channel, right? Because that's where we're going to be posting all
Yeah.
the stuff.
Yeah.
And what's the point of posting it if you guys don't even see it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in order to be eligible to be getting all of your footage on there is you need to subscribe to all the channels.
Okay.
As well, and we're going to be giving some giveaways from our sponsors.
Okay.
We have Supreme Beef Jerky, we have Car Trackers, we have Imperial Trade Links, Carousing, and all of our other sponsors out there. So, yeah,
That'd be
we're looking
exciting. I really like how MBL is taking the next road to the
Yeah.
social media game.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's,
Smart.
it makes it
Makes
very
it more fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely, and I think
And I think a lot of other leagues.
Hopefully they build on it and they don't
Yeah.
digress.
I think
don't die
Alvaro
out,
made
yeah.
it really fun
Oh,
the past couple
100%.
seasons. Like
I
it
think
was
Faraz
very
had a big-
exciting.
Frost,
Faraz,
Emmett,
the way the team
Alvaro,
back.
Big
and,
hand
and,
in
and let me tell you,
Al.
also it starts at the top. Zico,
Zico, yeah, he's-
Zico, and
Zico's all about that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, and being fully transparent, Zico's the one that reached out to me
Yeah.
and asked me to do this on site, and I was like,
Yeah. It
makes it so much
and
more
Zico's such a
exciting,
good
yeah.
It's
friend.
fun, yeah.
And
That's
so,
really fun.
so I'm telling you, it starts at the top with Zico wanting to do all of these fun things and
Yeah.
have all this media stuff.
Yeah.
Faraz does a great job with the highlights.
Yeah.
Alvaro
Yeah.
being a cameraman,
Being a
being
cameraman,
there, recording it. I mean, you need the footage to do
Yeah.
all these fun things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And
It's
I
very
think-
exciting, especially like going forward, like week after week. Like you have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
a highlight of yourself or a friend
Absolutely.
of yours. Like it's cool to see
Well,
that.
I have so many friends in different states, like playing Muslim leagues as well,
Yeah.
like Muslim basketball league, and it literally tells me like, yo, you guys are so much
Any
more
league.
exciting.
Any
Yeah.
league.
Any league, like even
Yeah,
any
because
other ranked
I'll
leagues.
like post stuff and like people, my friends from like who playing like, you know, the league, like the maps, they'll be
Yeah.
like, oh wow, you guys do all of
You
that.
guys
Like,
like, oh
Yeah.
wow, you guys actually
So-
have full stats. You guys
But-
have
okay, but
highlights.
so- but now-
these
let me
other
tell
leagues,
you-
anyone can just show up at any time and play.
Okay.
There's like no videos, no.
You know what should
no
be the
stats.
next thing for MBL? They should just have highlights, like maybe like a minute highlight for like every game.
So no, okay, but
That'd be
now let me
exciting.
tell you. Now here's my critique though. For right, they need to do a better job of doing it for all the divisions.
Yeah.
And power
course.
rankings.
But it's a lot of
articles.
work.
But
Yeah,
that takes a
100%.
lot of volunteers.
Okay,
Yeah, which
Right.
they can get. I'm sure
They-
you get a lot of the young
okay,
guys
man.
that are interested in.
Definitely
you know.
a lot
There's
of
always
work.
those young
Money
guys that are-
talks. We pay them more.
No,
they'll be there.
but let me tell you though, they
But
did
it's
that
hard
one
for people to
season.
do it for free.
Yeah,
They did
I'm
that
sure
one
they'll find
season.
people to do it for free.
No, but they did that one season where they did power rankings, but then they trailed off and stopped.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
You got to
Like-
stay consistent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And on top of that, some of the power rankings, if you recall, like there was like 2-3 seasons ago for D4, it looked like just a generic
Yeah,
statement
yeah.
for
Yeah.
each team, and that's not
Yeah,
fun.
it's not
right?
fun.
It's not.
Make it fun, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Well, maybe-
I know
that's like-
Ahmed Khan was doing power ranking for a
for
little bit,
for
right?
certain divisions,
For
but I know
certain
for
divisions.
D4, that's
Are
what
you gonna have the unofficial ranking this year? Or are you gonna be doing it for MBL?
No, definitely not doing it for MBL.
Okay.
It's gonna. I will be doing Fresh Jive power rankings.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to do
Weekly
it for
basis, every week.
weekly basis.
Okay.
and
You
I'm-
have enough of a
Time.
no. You have enough. You have enough of a network to. I think you can probably get every
You know,
division covered.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm definitely. But it's tough though,
Yeah,
right?
because I know the
is,
D4
man.
guys always wanted
Honestly, I'll
ranking
give you
box.
guys
Yeah.
credit.
Props.
Just
No,
like
okay,
taking
and
time to do it.
let me
with
tell
wife, kids.
you. Let me tell you though, right?
So May figures it out.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
Look at the
I'm
studio.
happy. Let me tell you, I'm happy to do these other divisions if we have the viewers for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Okay,
I'm not
sure we
gonna
get
do it just for 2 people to
5
read it.
people to
Yeah.
see it.
I was literally doing
Me and
D4.
Asif reading it for
I was
D4.
literally doing D4 only for Ali.
He was.
Ali was the only one reading it, right?
After all these teams just stopped.
Yeah, but you know
generic
my whole
messages.
team seen it though.
No.
Like they sent it in the group chat. They're like, "Oh, look at this video."
Yeah,
So it's-
absolutely. I'm happy
look at
to
these
do
rankings.
it if we have the people to watch it.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
And the thing is, if there's nobody watching, there's no point doing it,
But
right?
see, it just correlates. So like, if you do it, people are gonna watch it. A lot of people are not watching because they're like, man, they don't talk about my division or they don't talk about my team.
Okay, so it's the
It
one of
sucks
those.
for the other division when there's only one division getting all the limelight and the
Yeah.
other ones don't.
I want to add. I think MBL admin gets kind of disrespected. They should be very appreciated amount of time that they sacrifice for
a
their
lot.
families.
And
the
they're
amount
doing
that
it for free.
they
I
put
think
in.
they're doing it for free.
It's like, oh yeah, they're on calls weekly basis for a couple hours.
100%.
Yeah.
They put a lot into
And
run this league,
shout out to
especially.
the entire admin team.
Definitely
Absolutely,
admin.
and
you guys, they
yeah.
make it happen, bro.
Hey,
Like,
I think
I think
and
we've
It's
grown
the best
so
league
much.
so
Look how
far.
many teams we have. Like
Oh,
we
yeah,
start
like
off like
almost 50
16
teams.
teams,
48
8
teams,
teams,
bro.
and now
we
we're
made
48
like
teams.
lifetime friendships because
Yeah.
of MBL,
absolutely.
right? Like,
So no, we all play in this league because we love it, right?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you're right. Shout out to the admin. I was former admin,
Yeah.
former
Yeah.
commish myself. It's a lot of work.
a lot of
So
work.
and again, nobody's getting paid for it, and it's but the thing is, at the same time, I wish. I mean, that doesn't mean we can't critique them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like, hey, let's do these things to
Let's
make it
get
more
better,
fun.
yeah.
It still doesn't matter, but I've seen,
Yeah.
past season players just, yelling at
players are
Barack,
sending out
Oh, yeah.
emails,
going
like,
off to a
always
fight.
doing
That's
yelling.
it's just,
something
it's
that
such a
I didn't know
bonehead
was
thing
gonna
to
And
do.
if the scoreboard is not working, it's not their fault.
It's not the
You know, you just
scoreboard's
gotta
fault.
players
Yeah.
gotta be patient a little bit. And they
Absolutely.
gotta understand like a lot of things is out of their control.
So
Like,
sometimes
sca-
pretty bad.
So
So we had a
sometimes
game
I
last
mean,
season
think
where the
about it.
score was
Like,
just
we-
completely
It gets bad.
off.
I think that's when you have to critique that.
Sometimes we play games and the refs are bad.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
The
Hey,
refs are-
sometimes
the
I was
refs
like,
are
the refs
horrible.
are so bad in D3
Yeah.
and D4.
That's not
There's
that
a
many.
D1 and
there's a
D2
couple
have
refs
shit.
I swear they see the opposite play every single time.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ball will go out of bounds on me and they'll call it out on someone else. Like it's
but,
weird.
Okay, but
I'll take it, but still like it's
So-
just
But the
weird
refs,
to
referees definitely gotta get better for D3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They gotta be held to higher standards.
So the thing is,
I
there's
feel like we
always
have good
things.
full refs.
So listen. There's always things we can critique, right?
Yeah.
There's always things that they can improve for sure, no doubt about it. And I think MBL is receptive of that, right? Kind of going back to your statement about, hey, if I do it, then people will watch. That goes back to the argument: what comes first, the chicken or the egg, right?
Correct.
How can I do it if nobody's watching?
nobody's watching it.
So like I spend that much time, posting it, and then you read it, but then where's the rest of D2?
Correct,
Right.
yeah.
So the thing is,
I'm
I
sure
know.
everyone's gonna tune in.
So I know all of D3 is all reading everything,
Yeah.
everything that I'm.
I think all
listening at.
divisions are made. We'll see how it goes this season.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I think this season they're hyping it up more, especially with media and stuff.
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
in, like
So right
It's gonna
now
get better.
we'll try it out. We got the thing is
Looks like
subscribe.
May just wants some more subscribers.
No, really. That's how
He's
you
trying
know.
to get he's trying to get paid on YouTube.
Okay,
targeting all age of audience.
hey, no, but let me tell you, how many times have I put in those polls? Hey, which division will be next? Asif's always voting for D2.
Yeah.
Ali's always voting for
Yeah.
D4.
Yeah.
But like I see all the votes, and I'm like,
Correct.
hey, I see who's voting, right? And there's nobody else voting there,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you guys want to see articles for the other divisions, if you want to see posts, you gotta subscribe, you gotta
vocal
like,
about
and
it.
you gotta
Fun.
do
Yeah.
it.
Make it fun and exciting for sure.
Hey, but I want to thank you guys, for coming,
course.
because honestly, without you guys here, we can't talk about these other divisions,
Yeah,
right?
this is fun. We
Yeah,
should definitely
so
do
that's
one
why I
next
said,
season.
hey, Irfan, appreciate you coming to represent
course,
D2.
of course.
Asif and Ali, appreciate you guys representing D4, and Asif, you're in D2 as well. Which was news to me. I thought you were only playing D4.
Yeah, playing D2 as well.
But I know I can talk about D3. I can't talk about these other divisions without you guys. So I want to appreciate you guys too for coming out, and making the time.
definitely. Thank you for
Thanks for having us. For
yeah.
sure.
So hopefully we can keep it up and keep it going.
And thank you, wifey, for letting us out.
Yeah.
So
I had to bring mine with me.
Oh,
I had to Uber Eats my wife some food.
Oh, Lord. All right. So on that
no.
note, appreciate you guys. Keep checking in, and if you guys disagree with anything we're saying, put a comment in there.
Yeah.
Put comments in the YouTube, and it'll give us more things to talk about.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Cool.
Out.
See you guys.